Many times the question has been asked, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Well, on Wednesday, I ate a total of 7 eggs, and now I'm chicken to go number 2. I think we've answered the question.
Well, hello, boys and girls.
Hi.
What a wonderful day it is today in our money-based economy. Well, sit back and relax and get ready for the guy who's about to ruin everything.
I'm puzzled. Are you really seriously suggesting that Jesus Christ was a mushroom?
Wait, Jesus was a mushroom Roberts.
Yes. You are dealing with a secret cult, a secret society.
Welcome to Waning Interest.
Welcome to the Waning Interest Podcast, number 122, March 8th, 2024. The Babbling Dabbler, the smallest click on the internet, the pinball brain in your favorite machine. It's like a diary or a book, but not as stale or coherent from a more mentally challenged Forrest Gump. Or if Mikey and Mouth from the Goonies played a lot of bareback leapfrog, and then I think it was 90 days. And there was Wayne screaming. Or if Bill Hicks, Neil Rogers, Doug Stanhope, Richard Pryor, Ron Bennington, Terrence McKenna, and a bunch of others had a long day gangbang with Joan Rivers and Roseanne Barr. And that was 3.5 months, right? Way more than 90 days. Yeah, another 30. I cooked a little longer. Anyway, enough of that horse manure. Remove. Bring in. Yay! Everybody! Susie.
You forgot somebody in that gangbang. You gotta add a little bit of Spanish spice in there. Rita Moreno.
Ooh, she is a tasty thing still.
She is.
She was the tastiest thing of the show Oz. But you know what? Oh, didn't we talk about her the other night where she's really horrible as the mom in the Fast and the Furious series? I tried to watch 10 the other night. I didn't get it. I think I got 10 minutes in. It was perfect. I just couldn't fucking take the writing. The stunt at the beginning of the movie. I guess if I muted the dialogue, kind of like I mute commercials when I'm watching a football game or a baseball game. That's. I think that's the only way I can watch the fucking Fast and Furious movies. Anyway, how are you, Sue?
I'm good.
Yeah,
Doing good.
Happy Friday. Do you have a J to smoke or what?
No.
Fuck's
I
wrong
have
with
some
you?
wine. I have wine.
All right, that's good enough. You know what that means? I'm gonna have to smoke for the both of us.
Yes.
Oh well.
I'm drinking some Pinot Noir Vintage 2019.
Oh, hoity fucking toity. When I was a wine drinker, it was back when $2 Chuck was actually still $2.
Mm-hmm.
And I would shop. I think I would shop like 2, 3, maybe 3 days a week. It was right across the street from me. It was great because you know how shitty their fucking parking lots are. Every state they're in. I never had to worry about that. I just walked across the street. But I think I shopped 2 to 3 times a week, and I never walked out with at least 2 bottles of $2 Chuck Merlot.
Wow. And it was really $2.
It was. And for many, many years, I even sent a case of it to a friend of mine in Tennessee, friends of mine in Tennessee, because they'd known it, because they'd used to live in California before. Didn't I tell it? I might have talked about them the other night on the podcast, or was that another conversation with another human?
Might have been a conversation.
Definitely might have been a conversation with myself. Anyway, I was going to say, I switched from the Merlot to the Shiraz to feel a little hoity-toity like you.
Uh-huh.
For a little while. And it was because it's like a little thinner the Merlot. So,
Mm-hmm.
but it still had just like tasted the same. It was a little thinner. It was kind of like drinking drinking like a cider or tea
Mm-hmm.
rather than beer, right?
Yeah.
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 So
I don't like Cabernet Sauvignon because it's way too, I don't know, too dry. It's too much. That's
heavy,
a manly wine.
heavy. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would go to the. I would do the cab sometimes too.
Yeah.
I'd switch back from the cab and the Merlot, but then after I think I ended with the Shiraz. I think it was because I like to stare at the Z's on the label.
Right now, I think the cheapest wine I've seen, I won't say where, but uh-oh. I think it's maybe 3.95 or something.
Do you have Trader Joe's where you are?
Yeah, but not close to me. I do have Aldi close to me. That's where I've seen the cheapest wine.
$3.95.
Like their brand, they have like a store brand, some kind of owl or something on the label.
Did you ever try Night Train from the Guns N' Roses song? Did you ever have any of that?
No.
Me either. Damn it. That would have been a great story that
So was that a
neither
wine?
one of us would be able to remember. What?
Was it a drink or a wine? A mixed drink
It
or a
was it was
wine?
either a wine or like a malt liquor or something.
Oh, okay.
You could look it up.
Oh, I should look. Yeah, I
Or
was
I
about
could
to
look it up.
say.
I could look it up. I've looked it up before, but it's been a long time and it wasn't something that stuck. But while you're doing that, yeah, I literally did. For some stupid reason, and I know how eggs. It's only when I cook them, and I'm a good fucking cook. But when my mom's here for a couple of months or whatever, and she makes eggs, it doesn't affect me too bad. It doesn't. It's not. It's nothing. And when I eat eggs in a restaurant or whatever, once in a while when I have breakfast, there's never a problem. But when I make eggs, for some reason, it just fucks me up for a couple of days. And for some stupid reason, on Wednesday, I decided to have 4 at once, over easy. And then a few hours later, have another 3. Good God. Oh,
So you had them over easy. That was how you prepared them?
yeah. That's how I always do them. And it doesn't matter. Even if I do scrambled my own, then they still, I don't know. When I cook them, I don't know what, maybe too much butter? I don't think so. That can't be because you can never have too
No.
much motherfucking butter.
Did you add cheese to the eggs?
No, that's the
Okay.
other thing. No, I
Okay.
stopped doing that. I eat very little cheese and dairy now because I realize as I've gotten older, like, wow, ooh, hey, maybe everybody's fucking lactose intolerant and just from different levels, and you just start to really see it as you age. Yeah, the only time I like to eat cheese now is on Triscuits, a nice sharp cheddar.
Yum.
Yeah, now I'm fucking hungry. Anyway, but no, I didn't even put there was nothing on the eggs except for salsa. And I did sprinkle a little bit of Parmesan. I do
Yeah,
have
but
Parmesan for my pasta, but that was, yeah. But
that's just a little bit.
And even if I don't do that. But anyway, because of 7 of them. Oh my God, today. Whoa.
7.
First mud drop was, okay, that felt normal. And then all of a sudden, oh my God, what's wrong with my belly? I already did. Oh, round 2. Ow, that hurt.
There you go.
A
Oh,
little
you
while
can't
later,
see it.
ding, ding, round 3. Nobody told me this was a fucking 3-round bout. Ow, hurt some more. It was just like, it was basically like, and then there was actually it was a round 4. And anyway, just saying.
All right.
What the fuck? 7 in one day. I know that 2 fucked me up, and I ate 7 like a man. I really hate myself. Anyway, what do you eat?
There you go. I'm drinking wine. Oh, these. Yeah, you can't. The pictures are terrible. But Night Train is a fortified citrus wine, whatever that means.
Oh, did you do this? Oh shit! I don't know how to make it bigger.
Yeah, I can make it bigger. It's just gonna be kind of blurry.
That
That's not
works.
too bad.
Wow, what is it again? I can't read it. But even though it looks good,
It's called fortified citrus wine, which is flavored with spices. It's produced in Modesto, California, and it's got a high alcohol content and affordable price, 17.5% alcohol by volume.
yeah. and its biggest fucking recognition is one of the greatest songs ever.
There you go.
They wrote it just fucking the
Just
story.
because of this.
Well, kind of, yeah. They were the story that I remember reading was from Steven and Slash and Duff. They were drunk. I think they were walking home from, I don't know if it was a gig or seeing another gig, and they were drinking that shit, and they were just fucking singing while they were walking down the street, and that's how they came up with the melody, I believe.
That's pretty cool.
And I don't even think it was that at that point. They were just, I'm on the night train. They might have just been doing that. I don't know. They might have had a whole other fucking genre that they were goofing with because they were hammered.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Something like that. I've read those 3 books a couple times each. Obviously, Izzy and Axl don't have one.
Very
Matt
cool.
Storm has one, but he was the second drummer. It's kind of like Artemis Pyle, but it's okay. And he was a little better than, like, Artemis Pyle was better than Bob Burns as a drummer. Matt was a bit of a better drummer, but I mean, still love those songs on Use Your Illusion and Spaghetti Incident and stuff, but there was a little there was something a little missing. I wish both of them had fucking been doing the playing. I wish they were the ones playing the drums, switching off and doing this thing. Nothing against Frank Farrar, dude. When I saw them in 2016 at Dodger Stadium, it was across from where I was sitting. There was a bunch of rowdy fucks that were probably about 10 years younger than us. And my foot was busted at the time. And luckily, nobody sat in the seats right in front of me, so I kind of was able to stretch my leg. And my buddy Bal that came with me was not much of a cannabis dude. And I grabbed, on the way there, we stopped at a dispensary, and there was an edible company that was giving free samples away. So he ate one of them. I think it was fucking 50 milligrams, and he doesn't really do. He was just fucking the whole show, dude. Anyway, point is, at one point, Axl, between songs, he was asking what should we do next? Frank, what should we do next? And I know what the fuck he's talking. I know you could see on the screen and monitor or whatever. He turned, he's looking at the drummer. It's and this fucking dude who's saying, who the fuck is Frank? I'm like, man, you spent all that money to come to this show. You don't even know who the drummer is. It's real simple. I mean, I could understand if it was 1978. But Jesus Christ, you got the internet. You don't even know who was in the band? Oh, sorry. That reminds me, my kid. I felt kind of... Nah, I won't tell the story. I don't want to embarrass her. It's not that big of a deal.
No? Yes? No?
She didn't. She saw Guns N' Roses in that same show, and she didn't realize... She went to the next night. And
You want to see her picture?
Yeah, and she didn't know that there was a girl in the band. But, it's not like Melissa's out front or whatever. She's up top, facing Dizzy, and they both play keyboards. But she does have really colorful hair, so you just assume. But anyway, yeah, my kid, she made that. Look at that. I teach him well, right? She's an anarchist. She made a board. She doesn't. She's not old enough to understand it as deep as I do because she doesn't have the experience and the age. But good start, eh? Where's the claps? I thought there was going to be a bunch of applause. Anyway, and besides, there was a bunch of other artwork, and they did a whole thing with skateboards and stuff in Hermosa. I think it was around a few weeks ago. I forget what the dates in the article. Anyway, a whole bunch of artists did a bunch of boards, and they're being shown, or you can see them in other places in Hermosa. Anyway, can't remember exactly.
All of those are hers?
No. Just
the one in the middle?
Yeah, the one besides, those are a couple other artists. I can't remember the names, but that's a cool thing to research for folks.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
So, speaking of Guns N' Roses concerts, I was supposed to see them New Year's Eve 1991 in Miami when they played Miami.
Yeah, Joe Robbie. I was there.
Yep. You were there?
Uh-huh.
So, I bought the ticket with a
Got a
friend of
story about
mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Bought the ticket with a friend of mine. And I started dating this guy, and we were having like a big New Year's Eve party at my house. And so I was like, do I go to the concert or do I, hang out with this dude I just started dating? So I told my best friend, I was like, hey, listen, is there anybody that you think would want to go to the concert with you? Like, I was giving up my Guns N' Roses concert ticket. So she had a friend that wanted to go, whatever. Because I felt so bad, I was like, okay, I'll drop you guys off. Like, I lived like maybe 30, 45 minutes from Joe Robbie. So I told her I'll drop you guys off and then, you just let me know when the show's over and I'll come pick you up. So dropped him off. I memorized the gate that I dropped him off at. She didn't call me or anything. I was like, well, it's after midnight. Let's just go. I went with him. And he was driving my car. So when we got there, people were already leaving. I go to the gate. They're not there. But on the way to the gate, like there's these guys that are trashed and they come over to my car and they kicked my door in, like just for no reason, just kicked my door in. It was you. Was it you, Wayne?
No.
But yeah, that's what I
They just
experienced.
fucking walked up and kicked your fucking door.
Just walked up and kicked it like for no reason. We were just in traffic waiting to get to the gate. I mean,
They're
I'm sad
probably
I
on-
missed
they,
it though.
They might have been on Night Train.
Who knows? I know I did hear it started late, right? They started late that night.
Axl always, that's one of the things it was
Yeah.
known for, that tour,
And did he end it early or something? It must have ended right after midnight.
No, it had to because it was New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they had the little thing, they had fireworks.
Yeah, I remember the
And
fireworks.
there was a point where people were started getting bored with one of the tunes. Might have been, it was 91. I was
Mm-hmm.
20 years old. So the memory of the music was probably wasn't as good because of, at this point Slash was probably pretty hammered. So a lot of the,
Yeah.
and he could get a little sloppy, which was part of the fun, kind of. But I don't know. They get to a point where I guess that probably something in the set where they had too many songs that just weren't, really pumping. And at one point, Axl said he'd pack it up if you guys want to sit down, because everybody's just kind of like started fucking. You were getting tired. You were just kind of. I remember that. The biggest thing though from that night was my Soundgarden story, because I had already become a fan of Soundgarden through Headbangers Ball, and I bought their first two albums. I bought Bad Motorfinger and Loud Love, or Louder Than Love song. I get that mixed up sometimes. Anyway, and my friends that I went with a pack of friends myself. I had 4 friends, and not people that I hadn't been in Florida a year, so I wasn't like they were really strong friends yet. So anyway, they obviously seemed to be really dumb. I'm kidding. They're great. But I remember I wanted to pay attention during Soundgarden during their set, but they didn't have Guns' music. I mean, setup. That was all
Right.
covered in tarps. So they had another set of their shit. Their sound in front of that, and it looked miniature to compare it, because you could tell what the fuck was going on. And so, and it was a stadium, so the sound wasn't the greatest, but it was good. It was fun. I liked it, but they hated it. Right? Can't believe you bought the fucking first 2 albums. Fuck blah blah blah. I got shit from them for a couple weeks. 2 years later, their next album comes out. The Black Hole Sun's the greatest song ever. Fuck you. I think I've told that story before. Seriously, 3 of those 4 friends. Fucking Soundgarden was the greatest. Oh yeah, it's not what you were saying 2 years ago. Making fun of my
Yeah.
motherfucking ass.
Speaking of stadium concerts, I saw Prince at the Orange Bowl for his Purple Rain tour in
No shit.
1984.
Oh,
But
way
here's
back in '84. So
yeah,
you were what?
I was 14.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yes,
Wow.
I was 14 because it was in April, and uh, I had at home. I wanted to take purple confetti with me to the concert, right?
Of course, you're wearing purple right now.
Yeah. So I'm cutting up confetti at home. I was cutting up napkins to make confetti. And I had a brown paper bag. I had the napkins in the bag and I was just cutting blindly, basically. And in one of those cuts, I cut the tip of my finger off. Like the entire tip of my finger off. So I'm like running around the house, like blood everywhere. My mom had to take me to the ER. They said we can't attach it. We found the piece of my finger and we took it with us. And
What
my
kind of
mom,
scissors were were you using fucking yard shears?
I don't know. All I know is
Or do
that
you have really soft skin,
I
sweetheart?
must. And we took the piece of finger, but they were like, we can't reattach that. It was too small. Like it wasn't like I cut off like a knuckle or something. So they just had to wrap it, and I had this big, huge, like I was like
So then you couldn't throw your confetti.
I threw it with my other hand.
I was trying to go ahead.
But yeah. So yeah, I had to watch Prince with like this huge. It was like this huge, big bulbous wrap on my finger.
How
I'll
close
never
were you to the
forget that.
stage?
No, we were up in this like in the stands, like towards the middle, off to one side. But I mean, you could see everything.
Right.
Yeah, it was a
I
great
don't think
concert.
in all my time in Miami, I don't think I ever went to the Orange Bowl for anything.
Yeah, I don't know
Went to
when
the
they
Rose Bowl.
finally. Yeah, I don't know when they finally tore down the Orange Bowl, but they did tear it down eventually.
Yeah. I don't know if I
But
was
I can't
ever there.
remember.
I was at Joe Robbie a lot. Jesus.
We worked right next door.
Well, way before that. Even before
Yeah.
that, I was there a lot before working for the Dolphins with IOD, home games that one season, and then the other Dolphin games that I went to, and then all the fucking Marlin games. And obviously Guns N' Roses, and there's a few other things that happened there that I went to, but anyway, yeah, I was there a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, concerts.
Didn't realize how often I was there. That's why I was trying to think. Was I ever at the bowl? Oh, I was at a bowl, all right. This morning. Why did you eat 7 eggs, stupid? Because I wanted to see what would happen, even though I already knew.
Maybe you have to combine something with the egg so you don't have a problem. It
was salsa on there. I put
veggie.
little.
No, but something else.
Oh, of course. But there's veggies in salsa. Oh yeah, well. No, see, even sometimes what I do is instead of toast, though, the only bread that I buy is Frankfurter buns for like little kind of sub things I can do with either chicken salad or pepperoni, ham, and provolone cheese, stuff like that. But sometimes my over easy eggs, I'll put them in one of those. So even with bread, and maybe. I guess it's been better with that. Maybe it is the bread. Maybe you're probably right. I'll have to try tomorrow, but I ain't going to do it 7 times.
No.
Because I did get more eggs tomorrow. Yes. Yeah, I did get more eggs tomorrow. I did. I swear I did tomorrow. You fucking dunce. Yesterday.
Hey, the Orange Bowl closed that's probably when they knocked it down in 2008.
Oh, 08? Yeah, I was long gone.
You weren't there anymore, yeah.
I don't think I was ever there.
They did a lot of concerts there. So I think what was the Metallica tour? Monsters of Oh God, Juan went there. I forgot. It was
Monsters of Rock.
Metallica. Monsters of Rock, maybe. That's where
That
he
would have
saw
been
them.
well. That would
It
have
was in the
been in the
90s. I
80s.
know that. 80s or 90s.
Yeah,
Well,
that was
then
the
he
late
saw
80s.
them. Then it
Because they were
was.
here. That same tour was here. If he's talking about that one, unless he's talking about something different. But
I
the
think it was
Monsters,
another one that they did. Maybe they came
the
back. I
second
think it was
one.
like in the early 90s. Yeah. I think he was about 18 when that happened. So that was what, 90?
No, that would have been him. Yeah, no, he was. No, it was 88 or 89 because it was
Oh,
here
then
as
maybe
well.
that was
It
okay.
was
So
here as
that
well.
might
They
be
they
it.
played Oxford Plain Speedway.
So that might be it. It might have been around that time. I know he
Yeah, it
was
was
still a teenager.
Metallica, not Guns N' Roses, Van Halen.
Was Queensryche in that show?
No, Queen. I don't
I think
think
he.
so. Maybe there. I don't know, but I don't.
I think he
But
saw them there too. Queensryche. I know he
Queensryche
saw them.
opened for them on a separate tour where it was just Metallica, and what they opened.
Okay,
Because
he
that's
might have
what
gone to both
because
then.
that's how I saw Queensryche as well. Because they
Hmm.
opened for them here at the Cumberland County Civic Center. But
So he
that
might have
wasn't.
gone like to Monsters of Rock and then also to
That was
because
the
I know
set.
he
Yeah,
saw them more
because the
than
Monsters
once.
of Rock was first.
Hmm.
That happened first, and he might have been
Yeah,
younger. He might have been younger
yeah,
than
he was
18.
still a teenager. Yeah, he was.
He
Hmm.
was younger than 18 because he's younger than me,
Yeah.
and I think it was 88. Monsters of Rock. Well, you can look it up. That's what you're here for.
Wait.
And while we're talking about bands, what do you have something else?
Yes, I had something else. What do you want to go first?
No, but I kind of got caught off guard by the way you were blinking your eyes. Going, I was like, is that a code?
You don't know Morse code. Anyway,
Oh shit! Am I having a
you know,
seizure? No,
you know what else? Where else
I'm
what
not
else I
Veed.
did?
What?
You know where I was? I was in Woodstock 99, the one that burnt down. It wasn't me though.
What? The one with all the mud. Didn't we talk about this the other night, or did we talk about this on
No,
the phone?
the Mud People appeared in 94. I didn't go to 94, but I went to 99. We did have some Mud People, but they shut the water off like the first day.
Because the mud one was with Green Day. Was that
Yeah,
99
that
or
was
94?
94.
That was
That was
94.
94. Yeah, one of my friends went to that one, but no, and then we went in 99.
I didn't go.
99 was with the fire. Mud People were in 94.
I don't remember if 99. Where was it?
Rome, New York. In an
So
airfield
why am I not remembering that?
on
Fucking
a
fire.
tarmac. On a tarmac. It was the last night. I mean, people were already like pissed off. Everybody had torn down the barrier walls. People were just walking in and out. And so we walked out through one of the walls. The last band was Red Hot Chili Peppers. And they were doing a tribute to oh my God, to Jimi Hendrix. And they started Light My Fire. There was already fire going on. I was up by
Well,
the stage, but there
No,
were
Light
already
My Fire is the Doors.
no. Then what's the other one with the fire?
Well, he had.
There's a Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, there's a fire song, but it Let Me Stand Next to Your Fire.
Let Me Stand Next to Your Fire. I'm sorry. I'm
It's
sorry.
cool.
I'm looking at a Doors picture, so that's probably why I thought.
No, that's all right.
But
No, it's an easy mistake.
half a glass of wine down.
Easy mistake.
So there were some bonfires going on, which is what I thought it was. You know, we had no clue. And just as they were almost done with that song, my brother was with me and my best friend, and we were like, let's start going because there's so many people. We're gonna get so stuck in traffic. Let's just go. It was the last song. We see the fires in the background. We're like, all right, cool, fires, whatever. When we get we stayed. We drove to New Jersey from Rome to stay in a hotel before because our flight was the next day, and we turn on the news and all they're talking about is they've burnt down the tarmac in Rome, New York. People are protesting, Woodstock 99. It was like a whole thing. And we were like, what? But yeah, because they turned the water off the first day. Then this is 99. They're charging $4 for a bottle of water in 99. So people got pissed, and then you're on a tarmac. There's no trees. It's hot. This is July.
You're baking on you're basically on a fry
It was
pan.
so hot. And
Speaking of fry pan, I tell you, I ate 7X. Anyway.
but anyway, I was there, but I did not start the fire.
Oh, Jesus. Why did you have to quote Billy Joel?
I didn't say we. I said I.
Oh,
And,
it must have been your accent.
And because of that, they stopped doing Woodstock because they were going to do it every 5 years. That was the plan. They were going to do a Woodstock every 5 years.
Remind me to do research into that. For some reason, why do I have... I was drinking heavily in the late 90s.
And you know what? There's a whole...
Like
I don't
you
know
don't
if it's
now, stupid? Go ahead.
I don't know if it's still there, but there was a documentary on Netflix about it. About Woodstock 99.
I think I remember seeing it when I had Netflix or seeing it on the thing and I never hit play.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yep. Fun times.
Well, speaking of bands, check this out. Us at rehearsal and cleaning lady at Lenny's. Yeah, boy. Obviously, I pulled the sound so I don't get bullshit from YouTube.
She was loving it.
We're doing. I'm doing the Mr. Mojo Rising thing from L.A. Woman. And then you see Flash, Dennis, and Steve, and Mama comes back through. That's not where I clipped the goddamn video. That's not where I clipped it, man. I clipped it later than that. She came right towards the camera dancing. You son of a. Ready? Mr. Mojo Rising. She's Congolese. And, dude, she had a fucking ball that day working. We'd never had the cleaning lady there while we were rehearsing, because Lenny's is closed when we rehearse on Tuesdays or Mondays. Sometimes Mondays. Anyway, yeah, I walk in there the other day and I'm like, what's going on here? And she's got the backpack thing and vacuuming. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? And anyway, yeah, her greatest. That's one of her greatest days at work ever. She got to fucking clean that fucking place while we're doing an hour and a half of Doors tunes.
She's gonna request to clean on Tuesdays.
Probably.
I just noticed your drummer was shirtless. I didn't even pay attention to that.
Oh, Steve. Yeah, Steve got a little warm. Steve gets a little warm, yeah. And if I told you how old that guy is, you'd shit your pants, so I'm not going to tell you.
Okay, good. I just took a shower.
I love that little dance. I'll make you go poopy. Did you poop today? Oh, shit, that's right. I wish yeah. Fuck it, here she comes. I can't believe that. That's not where I cut the video. Tarsh. Jesus. Anyway, if you really want to see the band, there you go. See, he's not shirtless there.
No.
I think I'm going to borrow his jacket for Tuesday's recording that we're doing in a studio where we're going to do 5 songs in a studio with a crew. And it's going to be kind of like we're on, the fucking Smothers Brothers or something.
Mm.
And we're going to dress. Flash is already the flashiest one. Obviously, you can see.
With his shirt, yeah.
Yeah, that's Flash. His name's Larry Allen. Barry Allen, Flash. It's a comic thing. I'm sorry, that's right. I thought I was talking to Juan.
Yes.
Juan is her husband, who I went to radio school with. For people just now pulling into the whip and going, what's going on here? But for this thing, we're gonna, we're all gonna look a little nicer, like we're on TV or whatever, because we're gonna be 3 cameras, gonna have 2 stills and 1 fucking roaming around. Good sound. Steve's drums are gonna be on a riser. Oh, please don't let anything happen. Please don't let anything happen. Let us get this done. We've been waiting to do this for fucking 2 months. Anyway, so I think I have a shirt that I want to wear with black jeans, but I think I'm gonna first, at least with the first couple songs. I think I need to borrow Steve's jacket because he ain't gonna be wearing it while he's playing. Know what I'm saying? Anyway, and that's also a if you can pull up and what we did there, because we're a Doors tribute band. It's a takeoff on that shot right there, which is actually the OG Hard Rock Cafe, which was just a fucking dive bar in downtown Los Angeles, not 2 blocks from fucking Skid Row, or actually on Skid Row.
Oh, wow.
That's the original Hard Rock Cafe. It was just a fucking thing, and they just after they did some other the actual cover pic of Morrison Hotel, where they're at the Morrison Hotel, which was on a couple blocks away. Not because of Jim, it was just that's what it was called. And Ray drove by it with his wife one day and went, "What the fuck? Well, we got to do this." And then after they shot those pics, Jim said, "Let's go to that. There's a fucking bar down there I know a couple blocks away." And that's where they took this pic. And obviously, a friend of mine sent me a thing with a joke where somebody had written it with this picture, and they said, "Jim obviously wasn't in the pool." If you
That was a thing back then. They
But,
all wore those pants.
that's
like
our
that.
version. Same. That's what we did this for. It's kind of neat. And
You gotta-
if I, and also for anybody new, I'll pull this up. Anybody that ain't been here in the whip before, any new part of the pack, that's our Rogo.
Mr. Jinx has this comment there for you. I wish I could put him up on the screen.
Oh, I get it. Oh, ha. Well, I do my best Sebastian Bach impression.
Wayne was in the pool.
Jinx, Mr. Jinx, by the way, both of those motherfuckers that you see there, most of it's Susie and everybody watching, or here now or 6 years from now, both of them have been on the whip. Jinx, what was it? Which number was it that you did when I first went video? What was that? Was it 84? 83? I don't remember. Somebody look it up. Anybody? Yeah, I was in the pool because, let's see. Yeah, you don't see no bulge.
69.
Ha ha! Ha ha! Ha ha! Ha ha! Hacky dad joke. Thank you. I love you for it. I'm kidding. See, but yeah, you see, I ain't got no bulge. It's Steve with the bulge. Steve was the one. See that motherfucker, man? That dude's going, "What's happening, baby? How you doing?"
All right. Is
And you know
Steve's the
what?
one? Uh-huh.
What's that? Steve's
I was
what?
going to say, is Steve the one that takes his shirt off?
Yes, the one all the way to the
just
left.
Tell him to keep his pants on.
That's the drummer. And then Dennis between me and Steve, and then Flash, obviously, on the end. Flash Allen, he's a legend in here in Maine. Well, so is Dennis. They're all fucking legends. Steve knows everybody. Jesus Christ. No, not. That's not. That, oh God, I almost made a shit joke. So, oh, I did. So yeah, and that's us. Again, that's us. You know. Dun, 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 yeah, girl. Love that. I'm so glad. I was like, what? This is a fucking dumb. I'm sitting there trying to think of things for the podcast, and I'm like, oh, I could put that up. That's funny. Nah, they'll copyright me. And then it took me 3 minutes to go, you can mute it, dickhead. It's about the video. And I don't want you to hear that audio anyway, because, well, there's clips. It's my phone audio, and I don't have an iPhone.
So
Whatever.
even if you credit the artist, they won't let you play anything unless you
No, I mean, even
like
like I said, the thing I told you the other night, the Cletus T.
5
Judd.
seconds. Oh, mm-hmm.
that I played, just because I said I'm in it. It's a Cletus T. Judd video. I talked who it is, and blah blah blah, and you can see it, and it's promoting the fucking thing, so people go and watch it themselves. And then you got to hit me. I'm like, I don't even, I'm not even monetized yet. I don't even have enough subscribers to be monetized. You're fucking slapping me in the face.
God, that's so stupid.
And I was in the goddamn thing, and no, actually, I think I muted it.
Mm-hmm.
If you go back and watch it, I've forgotten. It was so long ago. I don't think I played the audio. And that was the other thing that I complained about. I'm like, what are you doing? I didn't play the audio. It's just the video. But I guess because it was 5 seconds or more. I don't know. Stupid. I don't get it.
It stinks.
I know one thing I get. I'm going to have to go make water, Daisy. So what do you have here?
I have some pictures of that Juan took at
Jess
Channel in Miami. Jess. So this was the reception desk. I think this is right before I started working there.
Oh, so this is as they call it, the Zeta building. This isn't
the
Miramar.
Miami building. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, not Miramar. This was still on Northwest
Miramar.
7th Avenue. Oh, okay. So this was reception. This was reception, and right there's a really, really old computer.
I remember the first time I walked in there. What was it? Was it? It was to see Kimba.
Mm-hmm.
It was to go hang out with Kimba. No. It was to hang out with Stancil, because I had asked, because Bob, our school where Juan, Jess, and I went. Obviously, Bob Gaynor, the instructor, Red Puddinhead, had a great relationship with everybody in the industry in Miami. Mm-hmm. And that's how people that's why so many of us got gigs without even fucking finishing school. Like me and
Juan.
Yeah.
He did. He got a gig too before finishing school.
Yeah. Anyway, I'd heard him talk about other people that were there to be DJs, hanging out with DJs. Or was it before that, though? No, I don't know. Yeah, because I ended up being there for hours because, of course, it was Kimba that got me into that school. So I hung out with her when she came in. I hung out for another couple hours. I asked Bob if he could see if I could hang out at Zeta and just hang out with Stancil, for an hour or so in the studio just to see what it's like actually operating. and he called Stancil, or Neil Mursky, the PD at the time, and Stancil okayed it. So that was the first time I met Stancil, big voice guy now. And I remember hanging, and I think that first time, I ended up hanging out a couple times, but that first time I think was when he did the joke. He did a joke about David Crosby having coke boogers, and then he laughed at his. He didn't laugh. He just kind of paused, I apologize profusely, he says. It was fucking funny, and it probably helped with he actually had an audience with me sitting on the other side of the board, like he'd be facing me in front of me, kind of like what we're doing now, but not. And then because I don't know when to leave, and then Kimba comes in because she's after him, and I'm like, you got me into the school, la, la, la. And so I stayed for like the first 2 hours of her fucking shift. Might have stayed the whole thing, and then we might have gone to one of the fucking clubs, and cause I didn't know shit, and she was immediately like brother and sister, I would say, or at least second cousins.
Mm-hmm.
But not horny for each other, just, buds.
Yeah.
Anyway, again, Kimba's been on here twice. Stancil ain't never gonna be on this motherfucker. But anyway, that entryway, if I can say that. Yeah, I just told the story of the first time I walked into that and said, hey, I'm here to see motherfucker Steve Stancil, bitches. But not like that.
Yeah.
And guess what? Take over with showing these pics, but I'll be back. Do it slow, of course, because I gotta go make water, Miss Daisy. You can still hear me though, right?
Yes.
Of course you can.
Yes.
Have fun.
He has a weak bladder. I just want everybody to know that.
Hurts.
Yeah, he does. Poor thing. Might be his prostate. So this is the front desk of the what we called the Miami building, and there were 5 stations in here. Big 106, you could see their logo there. Love 94 up there. Zeta 94.9, and then we had the 2 AMs, WIOD and WINZ. They were upstairs. So yeah, we this is probably right before I started, but this is the front desk. The lady, the blonde lady, is Margaret, and she was the executive assistant to the program director for Zeta. And then the other young lady, I don't remember her name. I feel terrible, but I believe she was the receptionist before I started there. And then that's where I worked for a few months until I started doing board hopping and became the producer for the morning news at WIOD. And then let's see, we'll take this. This was the newsroom, but this is in the Miramar building. We moved from the Miami building, which was an old building, and they basically turned a warehouse in Miramar into the radio station, or the station building, and they moved all 7 stations. We had 7 stations, and they moved all 7 into this Miramar building. So besides the ones I mentioned, they added Y100 and oh, wait a minute. No, oh, and wait. Oh my gosh, I need Wayne over here. Wine. I almost said I need wine. Yes, I need wine. Hold on. Hold on a second. So Y100 and Big 106 were in Hollywood. And then we had Zeta, WIOD, WINZ, Love 94, and we had 103. What were they? 103.5. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think I've had too much wine. Anyway, so we had 7 stations. And we all became one in the Miramar building. So these were the afternoon news drive people, and actually Juan, my husband, was the producer and board up for the afternoon news. So he worked closely with these guys. I think I hear Wayne. He worked closely with these guys. These guys in Miami, it was another news guy with him, and then this guy took over after he left.
That motherfucker had a deep voice. Paul
He
something, wasn't
did.
it?
Yeah, it was Paul, but I can't remember. Hey, I totally am at a loss. Okay. So when we were Miami and Hollywood, in the Hollywood building, we had Y100 and Big 106, right?
No.
Who
Wait a
was
minute.
in
Wait a minute.
Hollywood?
Wait a minute. Hollywood. No, Hollywood was us. Originally it was IOD and FTL when it was Paxson. But then FTL got sold.
Mm-hmm.
Or they got rid of it or whatever they did. I don't remember what the fuck happened. And then no, they bought FTL or something. So it was FTL, and because they took over the Ron and Ron studios.
Mm-hmm.
That was Clear Channel though. So originally in Hollywood it was just us, WIOD, and then they fucking bought FTL and then flipped frequencies and made us Super Talk 940 and gave IOD to WINS, which had been 940. And so IOD became the news station because it had the bigger signal.
Right. But as far as the studios, so Y100 was in a different location in our building.
In the Zeta building, it was Zeta,
Love,
WINS, and Love.
And okay.
Oh, and
then IOD moved to Miami.
No, Big and Y.
Big was in Miami.
Big, no. Originally, Big and Y were in Fort Lauderdale.
Were in Hollywood or Fort Lauderdale. Okay.
Right. So
Big,
when Clear Channel originally took over, there were 3 buildings.
Okay.
Y and Big were
confused.
in Fort Lauderdale, FTL and IOD were in
Hollywood.
Hollywood. Zeta, Love, and Winds were in Miami,
Okay, that's why I was confused.
right?
Who was 103.5 that eventually it became like Planet?
Oh, that was Planet, but that was became big. Yeah. Oh, and then there was Planet as well. Maybe I was. I
Yeah,
was forget. Did feel
Planet.
like I was forgetting something.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Well,
1035
Big.
was 1035. No, that
What
no,
were they before
it
they were
wasn't
Planet?
1035 because that was She. 1035 WSHE.
But didn't we have the 103 frequency? Because Planet was 103,
No,
weren't
that was
they? Or Planet was did Love 94 become Planet Radio?
what the fuck was Planet?
I know, right? See, I'm just as confused, and I've only had 2 glasses of wine.
What was Planet before? Jesus, if Bark Hoffman was in the fuck, if he was
Mark
watching.
Hoffman.
Bark Hoffman, ladies and gentlemen, Bark Hoffman. What the fuck was
Man.
Planet before?
103.5.
What was that? Because originally, when I first moved to Miami, 1035 was She.
Right? I was an intern there, by the way. I'll tell you
Julie
later.
Guy. Mitch Lewis. That's where I fell in love with Mitch Lewis's voice, because he was the voice of IOD. But he had been, but then he was the voice of She when I started listening to the radio down there. The top 10 at 10. Number
All right.
1.
I can't believe I'm going to have to actually Google
So
all the
maybe you're
stations.
right. Maybe you're right about that. And that's when Paul and Ron came over to Zeta, took over on Zeta in the mornings.
Then they moved them to Big, remember?
And then
They made them
that was when
switch
I was
studios. Oh, you were gone already?
gone. I believe so. Yeah, they were in that corner, big fucking Zeta
Right.
studio when I left, if I remember correctly.
They were. They had moved them from the little Zeta studio over to the big studio.
Which was the big studio was across from the production studio I used to work out of.
Okay.
And in my day, it was Stern was on in the morning.
Yes.
Which I didn't fucking listen to.
All right. So we have Y1. Yeah, 1035. Okay, 1035 became the beat. It's the beat now.
Beat.
That's what they're called.
Right.
But it was Planet. Remember when they were
Right.
Planet?
And I remember hearing the story about how there was rumors after I left that I think wasn't it the end of 2002? And people were hearing rumors that they were going to flip and the whole staff was going to get fired. And during the Christmas party, the GM stood there in front of everybody and said, "That's all rumors. That's not going to happen." And then 5 days later, it happened. Right? That's the story?
Yep. And now 93.9
Motherfucker.
is called Magic. They're not Love anymore. Oh, they have another station here. Wait a minute.
The last time I went to that Miramar building, I went there to see. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that. Yo.
The whole thing?
No, just a.
Did you hear? I went to see
There you
Lisa
go.
because she was back there working there, and that fucking place, that building was because everything was piped in, so the place was like a mausoleum. It was almost
Empty, yeah.
and it was a big building,
Sickening.
and they're obviously no
I
longer there.
know. Sheesh. Listen, you know how many stations they have in Miami now?
No.
11. There's 11 stations that are
Or iHeart.
make up iHeart Miami now. So they have the ones we worked with, Y100, so 100.7.
And where did all that start? 1996, Bill Clinton.
So they
Deregulation.
have 880 AM now. They have 104.7 FM, 93.5 FM, and 105.5. So they added 4.
I don't even remember those frequencies from back then.
Me neither, but there you go. There's 11 stations. Can you imagine doing traffic and continuity for 11? 7 stations drove me insane.
Or and production.
And production.
Remember me
Holy
yelling at Jose
moly.
Masso and the whole building watched?
Poor Jose.
Because some salesperson had mistook something I had done and they went to him and said blah blah blah, and he started to keep right then and there, and I went,
You should have yelled at the
how
salesperson.
dare you fucking take their salesperson's word over it? That was me back in what, 97?
That was before you did Jenny Craig.
Oh, Howard. I really do want to take that picture and tell people it's me.
He's funny. We should invite him. We should invite him on the show.
He was a funny fucker. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know if he can fit. Anyway.
That was the IOD studio, and I think that's the studio where I worked when I was producer for.
That's in the Zeta building.
Miami building, yeah.
The original Winds studio that became IOD when they flipped frequencies.
Ah. This is the studio that was right by Peter's office, right? Where he could see me through the window. Yeah. Lord.
And then after that flip, or somewhere around there, Tara and Wayne show, and that's the control room, obviously.
Yeah.
But the studio he's facing,
which is right here. Yeah.
That's where we used to do the Tara and Wayne show out of mostly.
Ah, I didn't know this.
At one point, we actually filled in for Rick and Suds in the morning. Did I mention that on Tuesday?
You did. That's nice. And here's the guy that we can't. This was the 940 studio, the new 940 studio.
That's the Miramar building.
The Miramar
studio,
building.
Control room.
Control, I'm sorry.
Right.
This is the 940 control.
The big building, the mausoleum I mentioned.
I think he might have been sleeping at this time.
And where Big was across from my production studio. He might have been. Is it Thomas or is it Bernard?
It could be both.
I think it is both. I just don't know if we've got it. I'm pretty sure it's Thomas.
Let's give him a name. Let's just name him.
Burn.
Art?
Speaking of barnyard. Speaking of barnyard, you know where what happens in barnyards? Lots of eggs. Don't eat 7 in a day. Thank you. Little PSA. That's what he's doing right now. He's playing a PSA from the
let's take a look at your third mom right here.
Ooh, Rita Moreno.
Oops, where'd she go? There she is. Oh, I gotta minimize.
Look at that. Which character is that? Fozzie?
That's Animal.
Animal, like I said. Of course, it's an animal. He's fucking about to munch on her shoulder.
And she's still alive. I just searched her, and she's still beautiful.
I told you she plays the mom in the Fast and Furious movies. I think Vin Diesel's mom with a really icky fucking accent. It doesn't work. But like I said, just mute the dialogue and watch the action scenes like it's a football game. I think that's what people do, and that's why it makes the money.
I have not seen one Fast and the Furious movie.
I auditioned for the Miami one.
Did you?
I did. One of the first movies I auditioned for when I first got into the business.
Look at her now. She's still cute.
I would. I swear I would.
And she's Puerto Rican.
Like I said, I definitely would. Speaking of Animal, that's probably why they put Animal on her shoulder, because that's probably what she is in bed. Look at what she's wearing. She's wearing animal clothing. She's wearing a fucking leopard thing.
Oh, the other one, yeah.
She's an animal. You go, girl.
You go.
You go, girl. Obviously, she didn't get she didn't get ridiculous anything, if she did at all. Obviously kept it small, and also hadn't spent a bunch of years taking prescription drugs and drinking alcohol.
And she has no plastic surgery.
That's what I was trying to say.
All natural. Look at her.
It might be a little bit.
I don't think so.
But obviously nothing ridiculous to make her look like a fucking zombie.
She has good genes.
Yeah, especially if she wears low-rise. Every woman should wear low-rise jeans. They'll never, ever go out of style, at least not with this cat. What else you got, Mama?
Oh, man.
Oh, wait. Speaking of animals. Yeah. This is Rita Moreno in bed. Yeah. I didn't mean animal, and that's not what I meant. Obviously, people I can see some douchebag taking that out of context. I meant animal, like sexy, dancing. I can't believe the thing cut off. I swear, when I did the thing, she comes walking on, still dancing all the way up towards the camera.
I know, I saw it.
What?
I saw it.
Yeah, you did. You saw the full. Before, yeah, the better one. Anyway,
I saw the full Monty.
the full Monty.
Hey, you know what?
What?
Chicken butt.
It's time for you to make water.
No, I mean I probably should. Why?
I'm just putting your thing back up because I didn't know if you were done putting up pictures.
Yeah, for now. I think we're good.
Was there something else I sent you that I didn't see?
What?
I don't remember. I feel like there's something missing. I'm probably wrong. Was there something else? You went through all those radio pics? Oh, so yeah. Definitely that's one thing we got to make a meme. With that saying that it's me. Did you go through them all?
Yeah, I did.
Shoot through them real quick so I can see.
The Miami
Ding,
ones.
Doop, real quick. Just bing, bang, boom.
Do.
Me,
Do.
Howard. Me, Howard.
This is you after your vacation in the Bahamas.
Oh, you see that somebody was saying on Twitter, I don't know if it was a joke, it seemed serious. They were saying that too much tanning white people is racist. I swear to God. I replied with nothing but haha.
I can't.
Until
We
it
saw
filled
that
the
one.
tweet. Okay. Oh,
I think he's got his is he crossing his eyes? God, I
That's
know
his
Juan
name, Izzy?
remembers. I know Juan remembers his name. No, I said, is he
Izzy.
crossing?
Oh, sorry.
Does he look like he's crossing his eyes?
Yeah,
Right?
it looks like he's doing a Wayne. Yeah.
Juan will remember his name. There she is. Look at that.
I don't
Beautiful
know who that is. Who is that?
face.
Who is that?
She's gorgeous. Here's
That's what.
here's the guy that doesn't go in the pool. And then your Puerto Rican mama.
You show your daughter, my daughter. I'll show you yours.
I gotta find. I'm gonna get a picture of Sarah.
Sarah and Juan. I showed this last 121 with the oh shit. Sorry, I hit the wrong one. Sorry, sweetheart.
What?
I bumped you out for a second. Didn't mean to.
Oh no, you're fine.
I meant to click off the other. No, I meant to click off the other thing. I meant to click that off and put that back.
Your mom.
Your
mom.
Damn, sister. Wow. Smoking. No, that's not the right way. Smoking.
There you go.
Way better.
Hey, speaking of Jim Carrey, have you seen that woman? She does like TikToks or something, and she looks exactly like Jim Carrey.
No.
I gotta find her. Here, I'll show you this. Here's a picture of Sarah at one of the shows she did.
Look out now. She looks like Peter Pan.
So this show called The Grinning Man. So it's an English show. Never been done here in the United States. Her high school was the first school to do that show here in America.
Nice.
And I don't remember what they call it. I should ask her, but the audience is sitting on the stage while they're performing. Yeah, it was really cool. She was the Queen Angelica. She was so funny.
Obviously not the whole audience, unless it's...
Yes, the entire audience. So
what
it
was
was
going
limited.
on with all the seats in the theater?
Nothing, empty. It was limited to a certain number of people.
How big is this theater?
No, her high school theater is humongous, and the stage is huge. They use the whole stage. For most shows, they cut off part of the stage to use it like as a, for backstage or whatever. But so it was 3 sections on the 3 sides around the performing area. And there might have been, I want to say maybe 30 seats per section. So maybe about 90 to 100 people per show. And you're sitting on this completely immersive. They will come and sit with you, or they actually pulled a couple of people from the audience into the show, and yeah, it was pretty cool. It's called The Grinning Man. So I know they've only done it in England. It's let me see if I can open that one. Yeah. Pretty cool.
Damn.
Yeah, they had a good
Seems
time.
like a big cast.
Yeah. Big supporting cast, a lot of dancers, and yeah.
Oh, that's badass.
Yeah. So it was kind of like a sideshow,
Prepare
basically.
yourselves.
Yeah.
The Grinning Man alive on our stage.
Basically, it was like like you were at a sideshow, like a freak show, you know?
Carnival.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Really, really
the
cool.
creator of the TV show from HBO, Carnival, he did Whip 115-ish. Was it 115, Daniel Knopf? Is that what it was? Check that one out. That was fun.
Nice.
I like that full circle. Synchronicities. Nice. You're bringing in the synchronicities. Like see, it just
There you
happens all
go.
by itself.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking freak show. Never before seen. You know what? Freak show. Oh, by the way. Okay. You got any bowling stuff?
Yes, I will in a minute. Sorry.
No.
I was
It's
I was
great.
looking for your mom.
No, I was just wondering if you're ready. I'll go first because I don't know. I'm sure there's some of the whips are going. What the fuck is he wearing? He's always in all black usually. Wearing an old bowling shirt. See that? Roberts. Who's that motherfucker? I don't know. But here's the best part. I don't want to have to take my plug out. Sorry to sound so dirty.
I'm gonna mute myself so you don't hear me pouring my Pinot Noir from
because it's really going to be you
2019.
peeing. Hello, Juan.
You want to talk to Juan while I go to the potty room?
Sure.
Only for a minuto.
But I'm finishing what I was doing, so yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Go show your shirt. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Oh, but you did that. I thought we were gonna have Juan on. Didn't I say? I thought I was gonna talk to Juan. Or maybe they had to have a little private conversation, which is just fine. That way, makes it easier to do this. I don't know if I've shown this or not, but I think I have. I think it might be part of a thumbnail of an old whip. Anyway, freak show. Speaking of freak shows, gotta go full circle. If you're a basketball fan, you get that, right? Manute Bol, but with a W, and then the logo stretched out. The basketball player Manute Bol passed away in 2010. Strangely enough, the day of Luke's wedding, who made that? Who I was teaching how to bowl. And he said, with our team, we're like, what are we going to call ourselves? He came up with that name, and he did that logo. That's some funny shit. That's what I'm saying. What the hell? I don't like being all big. So we'll do this. Just have Susie's little thing up there. Susie's little thing? It's the Tesla song. Susie's little thing! Whatever. Ooh, a little bit of Jeff Keith. Any Tesla fans out there? By the way, again, we were going on, and I wanted to stay focused. So, again, though, wanted to go back and thanks Mr. Jinx for dropping in and dropping something and saying hello. And I'm still looking at that comment that says 69, and I'm getting a chubby. That's why I'm praying for Mama the Bear to come back. Eggs. Don't eat 7 in a day unless you doesn't bother you. Susie, shooting. Still haven't talked about the shooting. Didn't do it in the Monday, and I'll probably be doing that same thing. The Monday what's hour-long things. I'm probably going to do that every 1 p.m. on Mondays, along with Tuesdays and Fridays. Doing this with Susie. We did the Lord Solutions. Oh, do you hemp homework? I talked about hemp before, right? I did that on Monday, that Monday thing. hemp. Oh, psychedelics. But psychedelics. It's the whip. But some of you are new. So, well, you heard it in the open. Jesus was a mushroom. That's what they say. Do the homework. It's pretty obvious. So, oh. Last night's pathetic fucking display. Did you watch any of that fucking pathetic display, Mamacita? You're muted.
I'm here.
Did you watch any of that pathetic display last night that they called?
No, I could not.
What is it? SOTU? Yeah, I don't want to say the actual words either.
SHIT.
Oh, that's the other code for it for sure. Oh my Christ. I was trying to watch Due Dissidence, podcast I told you to check out. I don't know if you have. It's okay if you haven't yet. I was trying to watch those guys watch it, so, with a little commentary. I couldn't even stand the walk into the goddamn building. And 2 sentences in, I went, I'm out. And I put music on. But I came back and watched the Tucker thing that his little commentary that Tucker did live on Twitter afterwards. Mm-hmm. And basically pointing out everything correctly. And there's Alex. I talked to Alex for the first time back in 2007, 8, 6, 7 or 8. And I used to have to tell him, dude, we're going back on the air. Wayne, blah, 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 blah. Dude, you're going to go back on the air. I got other things to do. We're going back on. I have to put him back on hold because he'd go off just on the phone with me, fucking one of the producers. But still, that doesn't mean I agree with everything Alex says and does, and I don't. But most of it I do. But I do think he's partial. I don't like his pushing of certain things. Anyway, whatever. Oh, that's where we were getting. I was just going to say I don't want to get into that shit, but that's what I actually was meaning to do. So pathetic. I can't believe anybody. Imagine being a person sitting there watching that. It's like, have you seen where the protesters of Palestine stuff where it's some town hall thing and these old people are screaming at them and doing this shit? And there's fucking memes out there that crazy. Like, imagine being those people that don't fucking get it. Anyway, I don't know. I just don't. I mean, it's like you're trying to tell me water ain't wet when you're arguing this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you cut out a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry. I cut out?
Yep.
Was it because of this?
That's Pete Weber's a little
trophy
bit.
Case?
I don't know. It just kind of did.
Yeah, it looks like his trophy case for all his titles.
Look at his shirt. Yeah. Yep.
Look at that, dude. I can't believe you brought that shit up. I've never seen that. Scroll zoom in more, please.
So
keep going. Keep going so you can look at every fucking one. Do you know anything
about that shirt at all? I can't see when it doesn't say when it's from. I don't
think that's the one from the Who Do You Think You Are or I Am. I think that was more had more green in it. But
hold on, I'll show you.
But anyway, it might be a US Open. I don't know. It might have a US Open thing to it.
It's this shirt right here.
Huh. I wonder which show that's from.
You see it?
Yeah. Was that maybe that is from the 5th US Open? Maybe it was the 4th where he. No. Is that the same?
No.
Isn't that like
it's
a
not.
Blue?
Yeah, it's different. It looks the back is pretty similar,
just from the glare. Maybe it's from the glare from the being in a case
this is,
or whatever. Scroll
2002.
In there. You can go in there.
That's 2002. So we can see it.
Keep going because my eyes suck.
So it's the 300 game.
Columbia 300 tax something open.
Yeah.
Does that say tax real? Tax what? Tax heel?
See. Something champion.
Open
champion.
Yeah, but tax, is it tax? Oh, Tar Heel. Jesus Christ, Wayne. You dunce. You just watched that 2 days ago. Tar Heel Open. Sorry, it looks like tax because my my
Yeah, that's
vision,
what
I
it
don't
looks
have
like
my
to me
glasses.
too, because
See,
it's
it still looks
blurry
like
here.
tax,
It looks
even though
like
it is. It's
tax,
Tar Heel.
yeah.
Sorry, you
And that
fucking
was
dunce.
North Carolina. Is that what
Yeah,
that is?
Tar Heel, North Carolina.
Okay. There you go.
Michael Jordan was a Tar Heel.
Wow. He's got a lot. What is that? Oh, SB.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. And does it say whether or not that's all of his titles, or is that just his regular tour titles, or is that got his senior titles in there as well?
These are okay. This is his mantle case. It says known for his rambunctious style and sometimes obscene outbursts. Weber has channeled that energy into 37 PBA wins and $4 million in career earnings.
Right. So 37.
I don't see. There's not
So,
37 here.
No, there is.
There,
But
you think so? In here?
There has to be, unless the picture's cut off from the right. But
Maybe
that's what
it
I
might
think.
be.
That's what they're saying, because he had 37 regular titles, but he's got
Okay.
another fucking 15, 16 senior titles.
Look, there's a bird one.
And he's also got like 30, 40 fucking regional titles. So, but I think
Wow.
that's just the 37 tour titles, like, the shit you would see on TV, on ESPN and ABC for years. His first title he was 18, right? Or 17.
Let's see.
No, that was his. No. He was older than that. Norm Duke's the youngest title winner at 18. Duke.
Here's one you'll like.
Oh, mama. Pipe in there, mama bear. That's right. Tracy Weber. Since what? He was been with her since 96 or late 96 or early 97. She turned a lot of shit around for him. I love when watching the old shows and Pete's on, and like I'm just sit there and go, hurry up, come on, show Mama Bear, because they're always going to show her sitting back there. She yeah, there's a queen right there, man. That's my queen. Not meaning my lady. That's Pete's lady, but I'd do everything she told me to do. You gotta watch.
Well, now I'm intrigued.
Especially when he won. Which title was it that he won? It was after the one. Was it the 5th or was it the 4th U.S. Open? Or was it the 3rd? I feel like I can't remember now.
Now I'm
that
intrigued.
looks like it would be the shirt.
Yeah.
Scroll. Can you pipe in? That's some funny thing he was doing. Obviously, that might
What do
be
you
in
want?
Portland, Maine. That might be right here at
Let me see if the picture says.
from the team shit, but I don't think so. Maybe not.
Oh no, it doesn't say where the picture was
Can
taken.
you punch in?
What do you want? What do you want?
Punch in to see. Is that Wes Malott behind him? Is that Wes? Yeah,
This.
that's Wes.
Oh.
Wes. Oh my
Oh God, that's my work thing.
Vaya.
Well,
Yeah,
look, here we got
Wes
Pete
Malott.
Weber's crotch and whoever this is.
Was Pete in the pool? Obviously. No, he wore black so he could hide it. Smart man. But yeah, it's Wes Malott in the background. Another great fucking bowler.
Okay.
He was a big dude. Wes Malott, that guy sitting behind him.
Yeah, he
back
looks
there,
big.
He's literally a foot taller than fucking Pete.
Yeah, he looks huge.
Not a foot,
I think this
but
is
close. He's like 6'4".
This is an older picture,
6'5",
right?
7".
This is an older.
Yeah, that's older one. Yeah, that's like
Older
90,
picture.
That's early 90s. Early 90s, probably 91, 92. I might have just watched that fucking show. And that was before Tracy. That was a different wife.
Who back here? Is that his wife back
then.
here?
No.
Oh,
No,
oh,
but
okay.
during that time, sorry. During that time.
He was married to somebody else.
Yep. In the 2000s, you can see him. He's wearing shirts like this. Norm Duke wearing these old bowling shirts. They did that in the early to mid 2000s. The PBA switched to that. They went back to that old fucking really cool. And Danny Wiseman, who my dad coached when he was a young tyke. Who won, how many fucking titles did Danny win? Like 13, I think. 13 or 14. He's from the Baltimore area. I just watched the show today or yesterday. An old one from like 91 with fucking Jay Randolph doing the fucking play-by-play and calling him Wise Man. Danny Wiseman. And I'm like, it's Wiseman. It's Wiseman. Why are you saying Wise Man? That's the, who do you think you are? I am.
I am.
Right. Oh, yeah. Great moment. Got to have it. Strike to get it. That, remember, I think I played it, the other one. I played the audio. Gary Thorne.
Yeah.
Strike to have it. Strike to have it. He's got it. Oh, Gary Thorne. I loved, especially listening to him doing hockey.
Did you show the back of your shirt?
I did. I'll show it again. Luckily, I didn't button it up.
Here he is with Luda.
Get out. Oh, yeah, that must have been one of those celebrity shows they did, the celebrity bowling thing with Chris Paul. Was that from a CP thing? CP3?
Let me see. I'll tell you right now.
Because they used to do a thing for like 5 years or so. Or CP3, they had a show every year where they bowled. They did a little team. They did a doubles thing with celebrities, basketball players, musicians, or singers. I don't call them musicians. Pick up a guitar.
Yeah, it's from 2021. Let's see if it says what they did.
Minute Bowl. There you go.
Oh, there you go.
So there's something you got to pull up next. A picture of Minute Bowl. And like I said, he died the day of Luke's wedding. Who made that?
Oh, wow.
Me and Kevin, who were on the other guy that was on our team, who Luke had gone to USC with, we're at the wedding. I walk off after the ceremony and stuff, and they start doing the, get the food, blah, blah, blah. I go to have a cigarette, and I check my phone, and the lady, Kathy, that was on our team, she was on our team because when we had to have a fourth, because there were, and she was a lady who wasn't on a team. Sweet lady. Nice, good actress, too. Come to find out. She texts me saying, Manute Bol died. And I'm like, what the fuck? mid-June 2010. I remember because that was also the day, almost to 5 years. I did 5 years with no booze. And that's the day, that wedding, that at the reception after I got that text, I went and had a few beers. And then I went home with Kevin and his wife. They took me home because I had ridden there with Hankin, because we jokingly went as dates. And we had to pull over at the Ford Theater so I could piss going up the 101 because I couldn't hold it because of the traffic. I've pissed in the parking lot of the Ford Theater.
This is a cool drawing, but it won't let me save it.
And it won't let you punch in?
No. Well, I mean, I think
You know what's cool?
No.
You know what it reminds me of?
What?
I don't know if it reminds you of this, but it kind of reminds me of that. My dad.
Han Solo.
That's right. Did you watch The Force Awakens and tell me? Well, you
I've
haven't seen
seen
his
it.
You haven't seen his mannerisms. If you saw my dad's actual mannerisms, you would think that he was mimicking fucking Ford.
All right. Let me see.
What was
Nice.
it? Pull up. I gotta go make more water. Pull up some other. There was something else I asked. I meant what?
I'm looking for Manute Bowl.
Oh, Manute Bowl, and then
Yeah.
look up when
Oh
Pete,
my
the one
gosh.
U.S. Open where I think it was his second U.S. Open where when he held up the trophy and it fell apart and shattered at his feet.
And that was Pete?
Yeah, that was where Del Ballard could have beat him. Dell had to do, all he needed was 7 pins, and Dell fucking threw it in the ditch. Look at that shit. That's
Is
Manute Bol.
the tall one?
Yep. And the little
Holy
guy is that's the little guy
moly.
is Muggsy Bogues.
How tall
I'm
was
pretty
this
sure that's Muggsy
guy?
Bogues. I think he was 7'7". I
Holy
think he was
crap.
7'7". But look it up and look when I get back. Let me know what the
How tall
date
he
that he
is?
died, which was Luke's wedding.
Oh my goodness. Manute Bol. I worked with one of my bosses when I worked in the community mental health center. Her son played like college ball, and he was 7'1". My gosh. Let me see, Manute Bol. Sudanese guy, and he died June 19th, 2010. Okay. Wow. They don't even list how old he was. He was 7'6". One of the tallest players in the history of the NBA. Wow. That is a tall dude. Holy moly. Let's see, he was from Sudan. Wow. Oh gosh, he played for the Miami Heat from 93 to 94. Oh wow. That is very cool. I didn't even know that. Yeah, but it doesn't even say how old he was.
Did it freeze? You're still in the same picture.
No, I haven't changed it.
Oh,
He died June 19th,
2010.
2010. You know he
And
played for the Miami Heat for like a season?
mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
June 19th. So I guess it was because I think in '05 my last day of drinking, I think it was like the 15th or 16th. I don't really remember, but it was right there towards the ass end of the middle, 2/3 of the way through June, somewhere around right before. It was before the 20th.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I literally made it 5 years, except for one time making out with a chick
Mm-hmm.
who I had told, and it was at Jeff. If it was at Oliver Madley's house, Jeff Oliver Madley, the guy who got me into the whole Jesus mushroom thing to begin with. Ooh, full circle, synchronicities. It was some people over at his house, and this girl, she wanted to kiss me, and she was nice, and I knew she was a little buzzed, and I had told her, yeah, I'm just a stoner now, I don't drink, and at one point, somebody was talking, we were kissing, and Jeff or somebody, blah, 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 and we stopped kissing, talked, and then I came back, and she fucking dropped a mouthful of Coke and whiskey in my mouth. Like, what the fuck, man? Oops, I didn't do a commercial just did I? Almost.
No, all you said was, well, you said the other thing, but it's okay. You know, some people call soda, they just call it Coke in some parts of the country. Did you know that? Any
Oh no,
soda.
I didn't mean that. I meant with my can that I was holding up.
Oh, sorry. I was looking for something.
You're okay. You're okay. I get you. But I understand the easy mistake. Not a mistake. Easy, not understand. Easy, yeah, something. No worries. I get it. But yeah, it was fucking whiskey. Yeah, I couldn't. And her dad was an actor from like the fucking 70s and 60s. Dr. Kildare, I think, was her dad. Not the name drop, but I do remember that. And while you're looking for stuff, I'm gonna play this again. Mr. Mojo Rising, yeah. Dan, 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 dan. And see, the funny, I don't know, I love seeing Dennis, because you hardly ever see Dennis because he's usually doing that or sitting down. And this rehearsal, one of the things I like about watching this rehearsal back for, to make sure we don't, to fix mistakes. That's why I watch it. Dennis moved around a lot. I really enjoyed it.
Did you ever think this guy would end up?
What the fuck is that shit?
Did you ever think this guy? What?
That's the shirt. That's the actual shirt that I plan on wearing on Tuesday. No shit. Oh my God, who is that motherfucker?
I was gonna say, did you ever think this guy would end up fronting Outdoors tribute band?
Absolutely not. Holy shit!
I just did that for fun.
That's hilarious. When I saw it down below, I was like, and of course you'd see that face down below. So speaking of eggs and hurting your butt, 7 eggs. That douchebag right there ate 7 eggs in one day. What a douche! Not that day.
Well, you met your protein goal for the day.
That's probably what I did. I overmet it, and that's probably what happened. Oh, Jesus Christ. But I think one of the other things I think is the difference is the brown. Are you going to move on to something else besides that, Joe? If you're going to show that dude, that's where that is.
Hey, Bull, it doesn't say how old he was because it doesn't. I guess they don't know when he was born.
Is he Congolese?
He is from Sudan.
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 I'm sure you said it right. I'm sure it was you.
I said it in Spanish.
Spanish.
He started playing soccer in 1972. So, and it didn't say he was a child at that time. So I don't know. During his later teens, he started playing basketball in Sudan.
Yeah, because he got a little too tall for soccer. I mean, Jesus Christ, he was taller than the actual goal. The goal,
oh wow,
in soccer. I'm sorry, football in your world, football.
He was his mother. He said his mother was 6'10" and his father was 6'8", and his great grandfather was 7'10". What?
What are these, Anunnaki?
Wow. 7'10"? What? Is that even possible?
That seems a little big. Kind of like when I look down. What the hell?
He said he was 7'7". Okay, so he says he was about 18
bringing
or
in
19.
the hammer. Go ahead.
So he said he was about 18 or 19 in 1979. And at that time, he was 7'7". But a lot of these countries, they don't have like their birth certificates.
Right.
Like people don't even know when they were born. That happened to Juan's mother. Yeah.
A lot of indigenous.
No clue. She had no clue when she was born.
Oh, yeah? Well.
There you go. My new bowl.
When Luke said that, I go, what are we going to do for a team name? Because like I said, I told you the story. I did his thesis for USC, the professor's daughter, if you want to look it up and if you can find it online. I'm sure I have the link somewhere, but I ain't looking it up.
The professor's daughter?
Mm-hmm. Luke Pebler. And he's the creator of The Last Hand that I did with Larry Hankin, old Joe from Breaking Bad.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, Hankin and I went to Luke's wedding as dates, as a joke, as a date. We went together. And he left early, and that's why I rode home with Kevin and his wife. And after we did The Last Hand, I, of course, talked a lot about bowling and shit. And Luke and I became friendly and did a lot of stuff together. We were going to do an Ibogaine documentary. We went down to Mexico. The first time I went to Claire's first Ibogaine clinic in Mexico, the one just over the border in Playa, it was me and Luke that went. We went through the border together in his car. It was so fucking wild. I was like, man, it's almost like a movie. I've never been through the border. It's neat. Not going in, but coming back. But we were going to do a documentary on Ibogaine. That was the first time I went to Claire's clinic. But I had known her from Los Angeles. Anyway, I talked to him about bowling, blah, blah, blah. He wanted to learn how to bowl. And I said, well, first thing you got to do if you really want to learn, I'll teach you. Fuck yeah, I'll do whatever you want to do. Because Pins is right up the street from my place. You're not in this area, but, you're not too far. I said, what you got to do, you got to go to my buddy Brandon McGinnis over at Jewel City in Pasadena, or Eagle, Pasadena area. Was it Pasadena? But he's not there now. Now he's up in, he moved, he's way up north. Up your alley. Up your alley. Fuck you, up your, oh, sorry, that was me. So I'd send him to Brandon's pro shop, who had drilled my stuff, drilled me well. My balls, I mean. Seriously, my balls. And then he gave me some shoes for a gift. No, seriously. I had been told when I decided I would get back into bowling in, what is it? I don't know, 2008, 7 or 8, while I was in Los Angeles, because I had thrown all my, given my stuff away when I left Florida. Or, no, I still had that, and it got stolen out of the back of my truck, my fucking shit. But anyway, and I asked around. I went hung out at a couple bowling centers, and who's the good pro shop, who's good at drilling balls. So of course they sent me to a bunch of gay bars.
They were good at drilling balls.
And I walk into a gay bar, going, "Is this where I get my balls drilled?" And they went, "You're goddamn right, sir." Anyway, no, I asked a pro shop. Painful. I asked them, "Where's the pro shop? Good pro shop to go to? Somebody who's good." Oh, you got to go to this kid Brandon McGinnis over at Jewel City. So I did. We became friends pretty quick, bullshitting, telling him, of course I talked about this motherfucker.
Han Solo.
And
oh Lord.
We're almost there. Shh. Almost like a Star Wars character. Now you just have to do the, CGI shit or whatever. I just provided the VO. Shut up, motherfucker. So,
Oh my God.
Motherfucker. Oh, look. A lung. So, so a couple of people, they said, okay, I heard Brandon McGinnis a couple times. I went, sure, I'm going there. Blah, blah, blah. So I sent Luke there. I said, if you're going to be serious, you got to go get a ball drilled for your hand, which means, not the house balls, which goes to here, this knuckle, to this one. And they're like, how the fuck am I going to hold on to the ball? That's how the pros do it. Oh, so, and get your own shoes, fuck the rent and stuff. You don't want to do that shit. And like I said, I think I said before, I've told another whip. He was like in the 120s because house ball, house shoes, lefty, didn't know what he's doing. So at first, he was right around to like 120 average. And 2.5 years of us bowling in that league. What was the name of the league? Who cares? Doesn't matter. It's just a stupid mixed league. No money involved. It was just for fun. Because that's what I said. I said, we're going to do this, if we're going to, every Saturday or every other Saturday, shit's going to get fucked up. So let's just get in a league. It's more fun. You got you. No.
I spilled just a little bit.
Not
actually
not on any equipment, right?
No.
Okay, you didn't fry your
on
board.
my clothes.
You didn't fry your board, baby,
But
did you?
this was the last of my Pinot Noir.
Oh, well, at least Juan's got bourbon for you.
Nah, I have some Sauvignon Blanc.
Where are we? We're 140. 3 hours is the limit, but we don't have to go. It's the.
I can't believe I did that, and it was on camera.
Do you know how many times I've spilled my shit on this floor? Listen. That's why it was sticky. Okay, maybe it wasn't my drink.
Don't do that while I'm drinking. Don't do that.
I apologize profusely, like Steve Stansel did.
I'm so glad I have napkins here.
Oh, which kind of napkins? Ew.
Now I'm all sticky.
Ew. Gross.
Hey, there's a comment from Juan.
You don't cough, you don't get off. Absolutely correct. So within the next 5 minutes, I'm going to be really weird. Because I did a lot of coughing. Where was I? Brandon. Oh.
Yeah.
So yeah, after 2.5 years of bowling in that league for fun, and we always finished in second or third. We were always the turd. No, that's gross. Not the turd part, just the never winning. When we finished, Luke was a 188 average. Oh, and I think I did tell this story, or was that last Sunday, the one that we pulled because of the audio? Nice job, Juan. On International Women's Day, that's almost over.
Yes. He's the best.
Oh,
jeez.
where the fuck was I? What was I just saying?
All right, so.
Come on, where was I? I know you've been wiping yourself, but what was I saying?
I don't wipe myself in public.
I know you're wiping yourself after you said you were all sticky.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ, this just turned into Passion Phones. This is Passion Phones. Welcome to Passion Phones. I'm Aaron Summers. Oh, I got you down. What was it that you said? Have you done a threesome or not? And did you have your nose up someone's bung? You were? Okay, I got you down. Sorry.
I remember.
That's for all
Passion
Phil Henry
Phones.
fans.
Oh,
Even though
my
that was a
God.
really shitty Aaron Summers. Oh, dude, a few years later, after that whole Passion Phones thing, with that bitch working with her, and I did. When I first got into on camera shit in Miami, they were sending me on. It was this some really bad game show they were trying to create. And, oh, God, did they break a lot of rules with making us wait to audition. And I'm sitting there, and I'm sent there, and like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. I don't know what I wasn't ready for that kind of shit, even though I'd murder doing it now. But this was 99, 2000.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, I'm sitting there outside of this building, and there's a bunch of people, there's guys and girls. And I look over, I'm like, oh my God, who's sitting? Fucking Aaron Summers sitting over there. And I'm like, do I go say hello? And I did. Because there was nothing to do. We literally waited for hours. These people broke so many fucking rules. And yeah, I swear to God, I haven't thought about that in forever. And yeah, I was so not ready 24 years ago. I would slaughter that right now. At least I would in my stoned head because I coughed. So, anyway, where were we? Oh, Brandon McGinnis. So then, Luke. And then, and Brandon and I bowled in a money league. Dave Wadka, PBA winner. Fucking guy, great fucking bowler. Was in the league. A lady pro who passed away a couple years ago was in that league. Trying to remember her name. I can see her face. Why can't I say her name? Really sweet lady. Anyway, Brandon and I were on a team. He was the anchor, and big money filled the house in was it Northridge? Is that where that fucking bowling center was? Anyway, we won. We won that league, and it was named after his pro shop. But then after a while, because I was the old man, because Brandon at the time was, I think, 24. And the other two cats on the team that he put on the team, one of them was his sister's boyfriend. Fucking hilarious kid. He was like 21. And the other kid, I think, was the same age, our leadoff, who was kind of a little bit of a sandbagger. He was much better than he'd bowl sometimes, just to, keep numbers where they needed to be. He was so good. That kid was fucking good. And wow, that fucking kid was a stoner. But you wouldn't,
Is that
if you
Dave?
saw him, oh shit, sorry, I don't have the thing up. If you
Is
saw
that Dave?
Vodka? Yep, that's Vodka. That motherfucker throws a truck of a ball. Seriously. Nice guy. What was that kid's name that was our leadoff? He was leadoff, and then I went second, and then the other kid, and then Brandon. Anyway, and our team, Dave's team, finished third that season, and which was funny because, see, in the old days, because I hadn't bowled in a bunch of years, and something that I had complained about years before came true after I quit for a bunch of years, where I come back in this money leagues. I'm like, because I didn't like how the money leagues were so top tiered, where the top, everybody, they won, and as it bled down, it was like nothing. And these were the expensive leagues, at the time, mixed league was $10 a week. The money leagues were 20. And then there's pot games going on, all kinds of stuff. Anyway, so there was more in the pot. There was more to shoot for. Didn't mean to rhyme, but that's how it goes. But anyway, one of the things I didn't like about it, so when I come back, and one of the things that Brandon told me, I remember when he asked me to be on that team, his team for the first season at the league that Wadka was on. I was like, what's the money breakdown, of course, and he told me how they did it. I'm like, wait a minute, what? Wow, that breaks down pretty cool. And he said that also that one of the other side things was money automatically went into your money for the week, automatically went into a pot that if anyone on your team shot 300, everybody on the team got a little bit of money back at the end of the season. So the more 300 your team shot, the more money all four of you got back. Or 800, or an 800 series. The top four teams, when we won that league, in the top four teams, we were the only team where no one shot 300 and no one shot 8. And we won. So,
wow.
So even though it was like I got what I asked for, but a little smack in the ass, because Dave's team, because Dave shot like fucking 8 300s and I think 3 800s.
Sorry.
And then a few other people on his team shot 300s and a few 800s. They actually, even though they finished third, they made more money than we did.
Wow.
It was like I got what I wanted, but then I got a little smack in the tuchus for it. It all comes back. I wanted it to break down correctly, and it did. But it actually did. But, and because we didn't, my high game was 279, and I actually threw 11 in a row, but the first frame, I left the 10 pin, whiffed it, and then went off the sheet for 279. That was my high game of the season. I think my high series was like 740. But Brandon had like a bunch of 790s. Brandon got close to 8, like fucking 4 or 5 times through the season. Rich, was it Rich? Shit, I'm trying to remember the kid that hit third like it's baseball. Who went after me? Oh, man, what was his name? He came close to 3 a few times. Brandon came close to 3, but anyway. We won the league and got that big split out of there, but we got none of that 800 and 300 pots. It got split. The third place team won most of the money. But they deserved it. They deserved it. The motherfucker, that guy right there that's on the screen, he threw fucking 8 300s that season, I think it was, and 3 8s. And like I said, a couple of people on his team had not as many as him, but so they should have won more money. Tell you the truth, to split that shit. That's how it was. That's how it worked. Got what I asked for. I played Go Fish in bowling. Wow, there's a nice ending punchline for a clip. I think that made sense.
So
like SpongeBob makes sense. Are you ready to rock?
Was The Big Lebowski a bowling movie?
Mm-hmm. Well, no,
Was
it wasn't a bowling movie, but bowling was a chunk of it, yeah. But that's not a bowling movie. But do I seem like yeah. That's the thing that they should do. If you're gonna remake The Big Lebowski, and of course hire me because I'm fucking perfect, you got to show Lebowski now is a much better bowler because Jeff wasn't. I'm actually, fucking.
Has there ever
200? I'm actually a 200 bowler who I look like a cross between Pete Weber and my dad.
Has there ever been a bowling movie?
Yeah.
I can't.
Yes, but I've been wanting to do a bowling movie that's like The Hustler or The Color of Money. The Color of Money. Everybody says, Kingpin. That's now. It's really cool because, like I said, I rewatched the shows from the '90s, and which one was I watching? The '93 Masters, I think it was. Michael J. Fox is sitting there because Johnny Petraglia, Randy Peterson, and a bunch of other pros, and they were shooting with them anyway. He played in the movie Greedy. He was getting ready to play a professional bowler. It's him and the beauty from Who I Married an Axe Murderer. And the Tim Allen
movie.
sitcom, and the Tim
I
Allen
Can Sew
sitcom.
You.
What's her name? The fuck is her name? She's wonderful. I can't say her name. Nancy Travis.
I know
Right.
exactly
Nancy
who
Travis.
you're talking about. Maybe I don't know.
Right, Nancy Travis. Yeah, she plays. Oh shit! I'm sorry. I'm supposed to have this up.
I can so see you playing that part.
Totally. The only uncomfortable part for me would be those fucking sandals. I hate sandals. I fucking hate sandals. You know what my sandals are? My fucking Nike, my sneakers. I wear my I have a pair of sneakers for the inside the house, like I'm on a sitcom set. I don't care for slippers. I don't like the slide. I don't like the sound. I don't like the fucking. No, just put a fucking pair of sneakers on. You're wearing socks anyway, fucktard. See, I win.
Man.
I win. I mean, just don't wear these outside, and they don't get dirty. So it's kind of they're slippers, but see, and I've been doing this for a long time, and now they have the people have they've been selling it for a long time. There's like half fucking sneakers, but because it's only half and it's not hitting your heel, you know how many lazy fucking twats walk around and And walk around, and I hate that lazy walk and that sound. That's so gross, isn't it? That's fucking gross, man. That's fucking gross. You fucking ugh, fucking lazy. Ugh.
Oh, there's actually a bowling ball in this picture. That's hilarious.
Of course there is. He's dropping it. He's dropping it in the toilet.
I just noticed that.
It's a black hammer. Oh, by the way, my 300, my first 300 was with a black turbo, ebonite black turbo. It wasn't even a reactive resin ball. It was urethane. That's how fucking old I am. Urethane. They still use urethane. Yeah, I know, but it was a long time ago. What was it? What the hell was my 300? For 90, was that 91? Shad would know, because Shad knows my history, because he's kind of like my Chewbacca. Literally. He was my roommate for like almost a year. His fucking cat. Dude. I'd go into his... He didn't even shave. He would just get out of the shower and just fucking walk out of his fucking bathroom, and I'd go into the bathroom and go, what the hell happened in here? What the hell? It looks like a fucking a bear walked in wet, went fucking, and then walked out. Like, it's almost like spider webs. Anyway.
So what happened to jumpers for bowling?
I don't know. Mine was pink. I'm kidding. It was green. It was green. Stupid. And obviously, not John. John was in the pool. Obviously, right?
Yes, I
John
thought
was
of
in the
that
pool.
too.
Yeah. Jesus. Jesus. Anyway, see, but yeah, but you.
Here's a better picture.
Dude, do you know they made like a sequel thing with just him? And it's like, apparently it's so bad. It's cringe.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know what it's called if you look it up, but that's hilarious. But yeah, imagine that. Let's write that. Who the writers out there? Quickly, write this shit. It's a cross between The Hustler or The Color of Money, with The Big Lebowski, but yeah. So there's actual, real, like in The Color of Money, he actually played pool. But in bones, and bones can be broken, and kind of like Paul Newman's thumbs in The Hustler, and shit like that. I mean, I've always wanted a dark. There was something in the '70s with Tim Matheson, and I think I tried to watch it a long, long time ago and was like, eh. But anyway, if there's two things acting wise that I would, if I was to do it again, that I would want to do, it'd be a bowling movie that I kind of described that I just for some reason can't. I actually have a little bit of writing for it. I do have a story, but I just can't. The Jesus rules.
There it is.
That's that fucking bowling ball with the.
That's the John Turturro.
Apparently, it didn't do well at all. It'll become a cult classic in 10 years.
Maybe. It was 2019. It was written and directed and starring John Turturro.
Oh, I think we have a theme there. I think we have a spine of the problem. I don't know. I have no idea. I didn't watch.
And it was
taking no shot at
basically
that motherfucker. He's a truck.
Yeah, it was basically a spin-off of The Big Lebowski.
Right.
Yeah.
It was just his character, nobody else.
Right. Oh, wow. I didn't even know he did this.
And what's one of the funniest things that nobody ever really mentions, it seems, when it comes to The Big Lebowski, is that John Goodman is like Fred Flintstone, and it's a bowling movie, and that's basically he's almost playing Fred Flintstone in that fucking movie.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Fred Flintstone was if he was a Vietnam vet. Oh, by the way, speaking of Fred Flintstone, Bark Hoffman I sent him the Riley pic, and he was like, "I'm so old. When I was a skater, I had cement wheels."
Oh man.
Bark Hoppin, ladies and gentlemen, Bark Hoppin. That's a Phil Hendry reference.
Do you want to hear like a pre?
No. What? Sorry, go ahead.
All right, this combines skateboarding and nursing. I have two brothers.
Are you bringing up a pic, or should I leave that thing up?
No, I have no pictures. I wish I did.
Okay.
So I have two brothers. I'm the oldest, and then I have two younger brothers. So the middle kids are always. Anyway, so my middle brother was a skateboarder. He was one of those that, did all the crazy shit on his skateboard. And my my grandparents lived like a block away from us, pretty much our whole life growing up.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So they were re-asphalting like a major highway in our area. My grandparents lived across. You had to cross this main. It was basically, the 79th Street Causeway.
Yeah.
I lived right by where
WIOD.
Right. I could see WIOD basically from my backyard across the bay. So we were in that area. So my grandparents' house was on the other side. You take the 79th Street Causeway and it turns into 81st Street. Right when it turns into 81st Street, that's where their house was. Well, they were re-asphalting that main road, that main highway.
What year was this?
I was probably about 16. So
Oh, this is way before. Okay.
yeah,
80s.
no, I was a kid. Yeah.
80s.
Yeah, 80s. So my brother decides to skateboard to my grandparents' house. He figures he can skateboard across fresh asphalt. Why not, He tries. His skateboard landed because he did one of his jumps. Skateboard lands, stays in the asphalt. He goes flying and he lands on his right side. And he comes, of course, instead of going, he was right across the street from my grandparents' house. No, he comes back to me. My mom's working. My dad's working. I'm the only one home. Here comes my brother with like road rash and blisters the entire right side of his body because he fell in not just asphalt, it was hot asphalt, totally blistered. The only thing I thought of was I'm throwing him in the bathtub. I took all the ice out of the freezer, filled the bathtub with cold water, and I just stuck him in there and I told him, you stay in there.
And in 10 seconds, and in 10 minutes, I'm going to try to rip that tar out of your skin.
And I called my mom. I was like, my poor mom. We used to call her at least 10 times a day at work. And I called my mom. She had to come home, take him to the hospital. But luckily, the doctor was like, if she wouldn't have put him in that ice bath, he would have had all kinds of scars. You would never know now that he fell in hot asphalt. So I was 16, so he was 12. Yeah. He used to do all kinds of crazy stuff on that stupid skateboard.
That brings it also from where I am here. My cousin, who is a year older than me, growing up I'm at the top of the hill. He lived. His house was in the middle of the hill, and it's a steep hill that we live on. On his 10-speed, when he was, I think I was 13. He would have been 14, or maybe a jump a year, somewhere around there, 15ish, going down that hill. And his dad owns a paving company, but it wasn't fresh. But going down this hill and right before the railroad tracks, somehow he hit some sand and basically did what your brother did, but it was mostly sand. Same, but I mean, fucking wrecked, and into a 3-foot ditch right before the railroad tracks. Off his 10-speed, right to the bottom. Dude,
man!
I went down that hill in a friend's Odyssey, which is like a like a beach thing, the thing with the roll bars.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? Like
Yep.
a four-wheeler, but, bigger. You sit
Right,
in it,
right.
and it was my buddy Bobby. It was his. Oh, fucking guy. And Lee is hanging out one side. I'm sitting on the roof of that thing going down that same fucking hill a few years later on an Odyssey. What a douche. Sometimes before I go to sleep, that pops into my head, and I'm like, of what could have happened. And then, I can't sleep for 10 minutes. One of those. Everybody has that shit.
Oh, dude. Well, speaking of not sleeping, did you get some sleep after that shooting that you still haven't talked about
Oh my God, I still haven't even got to the Lewiston shooting.
in your area?
That's right. Shit. Thank you for paying attention. Yeah, because it was, ooh. What's up with the belly? Oh yeah, if anybody, yeah, anyway, yeah. Weird. The funniest part of that story, though, is not realizing that if you knew anything about the Lewiston shooting, if you look it up, maybe you can look it up. Look up Lewiston shooting vehicle. 2023 Lewiston shooting vehicle, Lewiston, Maine. Right? So the shooting happened at two places in Lewiston. Spare Time Bowling Center, and I can't remember the name of the bar that he went to after, but Spare Time was 200 yards from a dispensary that I worked at, and I was alerted that something was going down when it was going on, and then that it was, somewhat close by. I didn't know, whatever, we shut down, blah, blah, blah. I'm getting calls as I'm driving away from the place. I didn't know it was, at this point, I don't even know it happened at Spare Time. I just knew it was in Lewiston. And I drive away with my phone blowing up, from my mom, and I talked to my mom, and some other people going, "What's going on? Are you nearby that or whatever?" I don't know. I have no idea. I'm driving home, and while I'm driving home, I swear to God, it was at least 25 cops went the other way, heading that way. And I'm like, what the fuck? So, but I know nothing except for there was a shooting. And I'm just driving home. And so I get closer to my place, and I notice there's a couple of cops sitting at a store that's closed, because I live in a smaller town, so things close early. So there's just one little store or gas station that was closed at the point that I was driving through already, and just sitting there. So whatever. But I pulled into the one that's open, right, not far from it. I get out, and you know what I drive? I drive a white SUV with a black front bumper and grille and a rack on top.
Kind of like this one.
Oh. Yeah, I'm going to put it up in a second. Yeah, that's going to be kind of like the closer as I tell the story. So, but I don't know any of this stuff. Just to set up the story. So I stop at that store to get a pack of cigarettes, and I throw something away out front that I had in the Jeep from lunch that I didn't eat. Throw that away, and I go in and talk to the person at the register, the lady, about what's going on. Like, I don't know. I just left Lewiston. I don't know what's going on. Nice little conversation like I would have with you. Boom, leave real quick. Anyway, oops. On my way home, all of a sudden, about 5 miles from home, I realized there's a cop on my ass.
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, what? And it gets to a point, and I was on the phone with a coworker who had called to say if I'd gotten away from work okay, and I was okay. Yep, I am. And I think there's a cop following me. I don't know why, but so we hung up. And I was actually, he was on my ass, and then he pulled back, and then all of a sudden back on my ass again. And it got to a point where I'm begging to get pulled over just to know what the fuck's going on. And And anyway, at one point, finally the lights go on. Did I tell this story on Tuesday?
Mm-mm.
No?
No.
Or was it Monday? Maybe I told the story. No, did I? I feel like I told it to somebody recently. So when they finally lights go on, not too far from about 2 miles from my house, and I'm like, oh, thank God! What the fuck is this about? And but he kind of pulls up like this. It's not like right behind me. He kind of like an angle, but and still real close. And I'm waiting and waiting and waiting, and all of a sudden, just goes around me, backs up, and then shoots the other way, and the lights go off, and I'm like what you just did. I was like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Whatever. Well, Wayne's still in detention. Wayne's always in detention, and he doesn't even know why. So anyway, 2 miles later, I get home. I immediately turn on the fucking TV and start scrolling through the regular channels instead of I go to the live TV things because I don't normally watch that shit. Who's got it? And was I on the phone with somebody? I don't know. Within 10 seconds after I turn the TV on, I see this. I'm like, oh, I think that explains it. They thought it might be me. Because
Wow.
I drove away from 200 yards from it.
Oh my
Almost had
goodness.
fucking guns in my face, Holmes. No, I mean, and this is a funny story, ha ha, not queer. Because the queer story, of course, is the disgusting shit that really happened. It's a light side, lighter side of the story that I'm telling. That I was nearby. That's obviously not taking anything away from what happened to all the victims and their families, because I listened to a lot of them a couple days later in the store, because a lot of them are customers where I worked. Fucking crazy shit.
So it looks like they caught him at a bar and grill. Is that right?
No. It was a first spare time was a bowling alley that he frequented a bit, I guess.
Right. And
And
this
then he
here,
went
what
to
is that?
then he went to a bar. Oh shit! Sorry,
Yeah,
I'll put it back up.
that might be where
He
they caught him.
what's the name? Yeah, Schmengies.
Schmengies.
Now, go closer to spare time. Scroll into jump into spare time. Keep going, and it'll probably straighten out once it gets after a minute.
Hopefully.
Spare
I
time.
might be able
So
to find something better.
where the red thing is, a little closer to the yellow is basically where I was. It looks like that's Main Street. If you can jump in any farther.
It's really blurry.
Yeah, it is. Making me feel drunker than I am.
Let's see if this is
No,
better.
Juan. By the way, no. I'd never been into that bowling alley. I don't bowl anymore. I can't because of my elbows. Yeah, you got to get closer. Let's see. Shit, right there. Yeah, so go. Yeah, the red first shooting for. Yeah, Jesus Christ, why can't I get closer without getting so shitty?
No, it's just bad.
Literally, a twat hair to the left is where I was. From the red, the first shooting. And I had no idea. I was just, there's a shooting in the area, shut down. Okay, and I waited. Okay, we're done. And then we drive away. I had no idea it was like right over there. Until, go back to the other picture. Until I walk home, turn on the TV and go, oh, it kind of looks like Kate.
Wow.
Funny story, sort of. Disgusting. But,
So they caught the guy, right?
Oh, he caught himself, and they found him. They found him a day later, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently. I mean, that's the official story is he took his own life in a spot
Ah.
where they had
Okay.
already went looking for him and they missed him.
Mm-hmm.
I think. It's been a while. I heard a lot of different shit. Because, like I said, some of the victims' immediate family, I took care of in the store that I worked at.
Mm-hmm.
We the owner gave a bunch of people free weed.
Oh wow.
And he was on. He got because there was news folk right down the street from us,
Mm-hmm.
from all over the country, and he talked to a few different stations. All those Lewiston Strong flags.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, there's my Forrest Gump story in that story, in that big story. It's like right there. Why won't the police finally pull me over? Hill. I swear to God, somebody make a cartoon out of that shit because it's fucking true story. Oh, Jesus Christ. I had no idea. Like, what the fuck did I do? Was it because I was on the phone? How would they know? I mean, my phone's just, it's on the magnet thing right there on my dash. Like it always would be, like a fucking Uber drivers would be. What did I do? What the fuck? I didn't speed. I know I didn't speed. I'm an old, everybody calls me grandpa. What the fuck?
I finally got names from Juan. The names we couldn't remember.
J. Oh, shit.
So
Sorry. Hold on. There we go.
the anchors Hugh Graff,
Hugh Graff.
Paul Beers.
I told you it's Paul. And of course
I
it was
remembered
Beers.
Paul
Of
too.
course it was Beers because he sounds like Beard and he sounds like he has a beard.
And that is
Paul
Bernard.
Beers. I'm Paul Beers, 610 WIOD
Yeah.
News.
And that is Bernard. We were right about Bernard.
Is it Thomas Bernard or is it Bernard Thomas?
Just Bernard. I don't know. And that's Wayne.
Mama got great timing. And there, pinch that off for a clip. Mama got great timing. That's where it ends. That was great. But, there's like a minute there at least. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Jim, he hated the pool. They said he didn't care to shower. Oh, no, that's where you end it. That's where you end it there. They say he didn't care to shower. All right. It's all riffing, and you never you just keep riffing, bitches. Oh, but wait. So while that's up there, thanks, Mama. Oh, have you ever? Hey, and then there's. Oh, you want to see the written today's version of that is. That's what I'm talking about. Isn't that? Oh, you know how many times I had to look at this before because I was trimming it and putting this tint on it like it was, because I don't think that's not the OG. I put a tint on it so it had the sepia thing.
Close,
The one that's on the Facebook and Instagram, the Lord's Main. If you go to Instagram and Facebook, and Twitter, I think I haven't done much yet there. But anyway, what the fuck was I doing? Oh shit, I'm scrolling wrong. Anyway, but I don't think this is the one with the sepia. Anyway, but one of the things I noticed I didn't realize after I squeezing it up and making sure everything was tight, making it look the best I could. And so I was looking at it over and over, like you're editing. And I think it was at the end of putting the Facebook page together when I popped it up and made sure it was all tight. I'm like, holy shit, wait, look at the Look at the. I didn't realize we had such a. We didn't mean to, but we have a synchronicity there. Like Steve is wearing
Mm-hmm.
leather, and he's got long hair all the
Yeah.
way to the left. And Dennis got short hair, wearing a sport jacket. Me, leather, long hair. Flash, sport jacket, short hair.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that synchronicity. And there's a few others that I forgot. Oh yeah, that I was in the pool and Steve wasn't. Anyway, did you get something new or? Oh, that's me. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So then there was that.
That's you. Mm-hmm.
What was my point? What was I? I had a thing.
You were talking about the you tried to get the color on the picture.
Oh yeah. So that's what we did there. So and I think I just did tell the story. And then there's the logo that Steve, the drummer, had his friend do, and it was Steve's idea for the name, and also at the end of it because Steve's a poet, also with being a drummer, and the Lords is a reference to Jim's poetry book, The Lords and the New Creatures.
Okay.
Man, I used what? What did he say there? I think Bernard's last name started. But who was but Thomas? But wasn't there a dude that looked kind of like him named Thomas that worked overnights and also dubbed a bunch of shit because he was kind of like my assistant because he would take over some certain dubs on the overnight because I worked during the day and he did production at night. Wasn't there a kid named Thomas who looked like that guy?
I don't think Bernard did production though. I think he was just board hopping.
Well, who am I talking about with the production? The kid that worked overnight.
Juan would know. I don't remember.
No, it would have been you because you were doing the logs.
I was not Thomas. I was not doing the logs. I was doing commercials.
But no, I'm talking about the Miramar building when you and Pronte were in the.
Listen,
those
I
all bald black guys are not the same. That's a lie, motherfucker. They are.
I never touched any logs while I worked in Clear Channel until I met Juan.
Oh, see, we're back to the eggs. So, there's another promo. So,
no
all
logs
black.
for me.
What was the? What'd you say?
I said I never touched any logs when I worked at Clear
after
Channel.
that. No, after that. No
until
blacks
I met
for
Juan.
me.
Until I met no logs.
I thought you said no blacks for me. I'm like, what?
I did not have to do any logs.
Thomas.
I was just continuity.
See. Thomas was skinnier and taller, also younger. Thomas was Manute Bowl.
Ah.
Synchronicities. See, it all
so
comes
there
full
was
circle.
A Thomas. There was a Thomas, but
it all comes full circle.
Bernard is
right.
not
I'm
Thomas.
always right. Why the fuck does anybody question this? That's why they're always angry at me, because I'm always fucking right. And I've told them over and over, I'm tired of it too. Don't get angry. I'm tired of it too. It ain't like I'm not fucking beating it over your head. I got 2 hours and 23 minutes. Did I beat anything over anybody's head? No. And it's been all off the cuff of my pimply ass. And who's the fucking punchline to almost every joke I make?
What about Bubba? I remember Bubba.
That was funny. I thought you'd laugh.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading a commercial.
Man, you acted like your husband.
I'm sorry.
I love you, Juan. Yes! I do. What about Bubba? What about?
I remember.
Oh,
Bubba.
oh. He's just. I get. Bubba.
We had a Bubba. Remember? Didn't he die?
I thought he was referencing Forrest Gump.
Not.
Bubba. Because I say I'm a more mentally challenged Forrest Gump.
We did have a
Jess. Ooh, Jesus Christ. Weed makes everything time out so perfectly, especially when it's an edible.
Oh.
Shit, can you blur that out? I didn't mean to do a commercial. I meant to pour. That's better than a fucking commercial from the 90s that I watch on these PBA shows. That's the best, is watching those old commercials. That's one of the best parts of it. Some of the things have, some of the channels that put up those old shows from ABC and ESPN cut out the commercials, but some leave them in. And those commercials, and you're like, oh, I swear to God, sweetie, go back and watch this shit. And you'll be like, oh my God, I remember that commercial. Fucking hilarious. And then you get to see local commercials from, and like if it was done at Harris, but there's one, was it Bubby's and somebody's in Popcorn, where I think they're all recorded from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Dude, fuck, that's one of the best parts. That's the only way I watch commercials now, is in these old, watching the bowling shows from the late 80s, early 90s, or late 80s, late 90s.
Mm-hmm.
In the 2000s, basically up until fucking 2010, before the Too Many Two-Handers, Jason Belmonte, and then he's on too many shows, and it makes me want to puke my fucking guts out, because I'd rather watch a motherfucker like that. Oh shit, I didn't realize that fucking comment was still up there. How the hell do I hide that? Where the fuck? Where? Why is it still up there? Why can't I get rid of that comment?
Remember there was a thing like hide comment or something?
Yeah, but I can't see it over on the right to hide it. I don't see anything that says I think. It's killing me. How about that? And then hide. It's gone. Okay, there we go. Jesus.
I don't know.
I'm starting to sweat. I'm starting to sweat, sister. I'm starting to sweat. We got 30 minutes or 3 minutes. Your choice.
Whatever, as long as you put up this picture.
Derek.
Bubba was Derek, remember? I am the Lizard King.
Derek.
He passed at the radio station? Holy moly.
What the fuck?
I didn't know it was there.
Okay, that's not fair. That's not
There's your friend.
That's not fair.
He has a douchey face, though.
Huh?
He's got a douchey face.
There's a reason for that. He's a two-hander.
Oh, wait a minute. You have to see this.
You're still up. I really got to pee or I'm going to explode.
Yeah, I'll go after you. Look at this. Look at his shirt.
See? Yeah.
Look at the logo.
I told you, he even has his own douche logo.
They have the logo. Oh my God. That's hilarious. And then he's got the spiky hair. I don't know you, Jason Belmonte, but oh my gosh. Until I started talking to Wayne, I had no clue people bowled using both hands. Oh my gosh, even his bowling ball. Hilarious. He's going to love to see this. There you go. If anybody's wondering what to get Wayne for Christmas, there you go. And if you can get an autographed Belmonte bowling ball, even better. He's going to love this. I never thought in my life I'd talk about bowling so much. Aw. Poor Derek. I remember the Satellite Bay. Oh my gosh. So they call him Belmo. He's got a nickname. His name is Belmo. Wow. Yep, guys. All kinds of excitement when I'm by myself. Oh, this is Two Hands of the Future. Wayne should never tell me what annoys him, because then I'm gonna try to find everything that annoys him. Post it. Here we go. It's streaming. I wonder where it is. Two Hands of the Future. A Flow Sports original feature. I'm gonna ask him if he watched it. I'm sure he did. Awesome. Six viewer page. My time to what? Not yet. I'm not ready. I'm too young, and I've only had 3 glasses of wine. Bring me my Chardonnay.
Oh my God, what have you fucking done to my podcasts, you fuck?
I told you. What I
motherfucker.
said was
You motherfucker.
you should never tell me what annoys you,
I
because
fucking
I'm gonna.
love you. You are so awesome. That is so
So,
badass.
have you seen this movie?
You fucking rule, and I never will. You son of a bitch. Oh my God.
Be on the lookout for some Christmas gifts.
Oh, I fucking
They may
love you.
include a Belmonte signed bowling ball.
The only person from Australia that I hate. Because of my tie to Australia, you know, Andrea. Oh, do I have any pics of that? Oh, that's what we should add to that. Do I have anything? Oh, I used to have what her youngest daughter made. You saw that picture, right? Oh, I gotta go find this. I gotta go find this now. You saw what a child from my childhood friend. Where is that shit? There it is. No. Well, yeah, I'll bring that one in. But where is... What the hell? We'll bring that in first. My tie to Australia.
Oh, wow.
That's in, yeah, Melbourne, 89. She was an exchange student my senior year. And one of the, see, and another thing I can say, I got a little on my badge of honor. She had 2 gorgeous, one of them's passed from cancer, but she had twin sisters that were 2 years older who were exchange students, obviously 2 years before her.
Mm-hmm.
One was in Florida, Tampa, and one was in Indiana. And of course, they were cool, just like her, and gorgeous, and had many friends that said, oh, as soon as I graduate, I'm coming over there. I was the first one to do it. I beat her sister's friends. Nobody had done it. So she didn't believe me when I said, "Oh, I'm fucking coming, man." And I showed her my ticket at the little party they had for the 5 exchange students that we had our senior year. That's why I brought the ticket. And I said, "See, told you I was coming." She was like, "What the fuck?" And the ticket was like September 15th, 89, something like that. And this was like the end of June.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so that picture, I think that picture was either in September or could have been October, November. I don't know. Anyway, but the pic that I wanted to bring in though was what her daughter did after meeting me in Santa Monica, because her husband took that pic, Greg.
Mm-hmm.
And the kids are off to the side. I don't know why we didn't get a pic together, and I know it exists. It has to. I was too fucking going, I can't believe this is happening, to remember. Oh, but always, but still, oh shit, I thought this was going to pop right up. Damn it. Did you poop today? I just wanted to, just as we were, just wanted to remind anybody that little health section of the whip.
The health section.
Where is Lucy's pic? Where the fuck is that shit, dude? Lucy's mom. I don't know why it says Lucy's mom. Normally her stuff's under Andrea. That's why I looked under Lucy, because I figured it was under Lucy. Lucy's pic. I know. It's the thumbnail of a whip. I don't know. I don't remember which one though. You son of a bitch. Anyway, this is what some podcasts are all about. Oh. While I'm looking, I thought I'd throw this up. Everybody, they already know. Did you poop today? They've answered by now, so I'm just going to show that just for fun.
Look at that. Yeah, that is like exactly like that car. Wow.
What the fuck is that? Mushy. Is it under mushy? No.
Was the top vehicle the one your father drove?
Exactly. There you go. Damn it. My belly. Sorry. What the fuck? All right, let me go over here. It certainly is not in there, because that's fucking empty. You mother scratcher. Dude, it's one of the fucking thumbnails of one of the whips.
Oh, Sherry. Sherry was like, I should paint a portrait of him as a two-handed bowler.
Sherry? Who's Sherry?
I don't know. She commented.
Oh, I don't see it. I just see, the last I see is Juan's. Thanks for the reminder of needing to poop.
It was before that.
Oh, I don't see it. I can't see it because I've got something else open. Mother scratcher, where the fuck is Lucy's fucking pic? This is making me want to go poop. Damn it. Son of a bitch. Well, I wasn't expecting to think of that. I wasn't thinking of expecting that. What? I think I did
All right,
that.
well.
I kind of did that like a little, what do you call it? Shit, where do you ever move? Sorry. I kind of did that like a Willy Wonka. The back. Right. Did anybody catch that?
Yeah.
Did you catch it? Did I turn the right way? No, I did. Oh, I had it right the first time. Oh, Sherry. Na na na. Don't want Copyright.
Oops.
You get it? Little Steve
Yes.
Perry there.
Got it.
Oh yeah, she's a great artist right there. Somebody I know from since 42 years. Holy shit! Look at that. All of a sudden, oh my god, this is turning into a high school reunion. That's where we should have it, dude. We should have my next high school reunion should be here on the Whip. Some people aren't invited though. Yeah, including myself. All right, we did the shooting. Lords salute.
We sure did.
Talked about hemp, cannabis, the cannabis that you don't. No, I didn't much, but I did. Oh, I did a bunch of that on Monday. That's when that was, right?
Yep.
The Monday I did by myself. I did there's a nice little chunk there where I did the whole thing with from the food on the plate and the chair and the clothes and the roof. You should make that into a clip if you could, please, Mama.
Okay. Sure.
I know you got tomorrow off, so. And then I also know it'll only take you 10 minutes. You'll be bored, and you want to be looking at me again, because you're sick of looking at one. So, Jeff. So, did I ever talk about 20 minutes left? Did I talk about last night's pathetic? I'm kidding. Did I mention the lady from Christmas that I knew that I was with for, a few times, but we knew it's not really going to last. It's not for us. And I looked at her dating thing, and I went, this dude. And I actually wrote something for her, and she's been with him since.
You may have told me, but I don't know if you said anything on the Whip at all.
The Whip is a matchmaker, even in bed. I feel like a matchmaker, kind of like with you guys, with you and Juan, yes, because I knew him before because we went to radio school together. And then the story of my friend Stacy and the guy who she's been with. Yeah, we talked about it on the Whip You and Juan.
Yeah, it's your going away party.
From Florida going to Nashville. They've been together ever since. Just another different kind of matchmaking story. I just wanted to tell it really quick. Sweet lady. Awesome. I check in every 3 weeks or so. All good? I'll get out there. We just had breakfast. Okay. Ah-hoo! Please don't let this end badly. I should stop checking in next, because I don't watch the local news. I don't, you know what I'm saying? You get where I'm going with this. I need a haircut. But I'm keeping with the vow that I'm not cutting my hair until after we do 2 shows. Because after that first picture...
His hair wasn't that long.
Huh?
His hair wasn't that long.
We took this picture. We took this picture a couple of months ago. And there were things that were supposed to happen beforehand that shit gets in the way. The sea and house things going on around the house and jury duty shit getting in the way to slow down rehearsals. So my hair's long. I was like, after I take this pic, I want to have at least a couple of shows before I cut my hair. And we haven't had those shows yet. So again, don't want, have this as a promo pic and people show them, go, who the fuck's that motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? Just want at least a couple of shows where we get some live pics, and, showing that, Jim didn't get in the pool, as they say again. Just had to go back to that. And isn't that neat, though? Look at Ray's jacket, and then, look at Ray all the way to the right.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Robbie, look at John, not just Jim. And then Flash, Dennis, and Steve. I don't know. We did it. It's badass. And then the Doors, where they honed most of their sound was in a place called the the London Fog, a couple of doors up from the Whiskey. Before they got the gig as the house band at the Whiskey, they were the house band at the London Fog, a few doors up. Anyway, a few doors up. Anyway, what the hell was I going to say?
Which one's Wayne here?
Lenny's is that place there is kind of like our London Fog because that's where we rehearse. Anyway, back to you. Back to you. Wait, which one is me?
Which one's the matchmaker? You know what this is from?
No.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
No, that's not Doubtfire, is it?
Yeah.
I was going to say that, but Robin looks a little weird from it. That doesn't look quite like... It must be a different when they were just putting it together.
It's when they're doing the makeup. Yeah. And,
okay. It's midway or something.
They're saying matchmaker, matchmaker. Make me a match.
Shit. Jeez, I don't know. It's been so long. Sorry I didn't get the reference. Nice. A lot of people probably do.
Yeah.
Besides moi. But yeah, I already said it. That's the original Hard Rock Kevin. That's where they get the name. And it was just a dive bar and didn't get famous until later on, which it wasn't really that got famous. They just stole the name. Kinda, I guess. I don't know. Look it up. Been a while. But that's the OG Hard Rock. Obviously, because look at Jim. He didn't go in the pool.
So with the Morrison Hotel, it was like a big... Is it a big, like, hotel, like the Hard Rock?
Oh, pull up that picture. Pull up Morrison Hotel cover.
Like, does it have a picture of the hotel?
Well, kind of. Just like the bottom floor. The outside, the bottom floor. But I think it was like 4 or 5 stories. It's still there, sort of, or maybe that did go down recently. I don't know. There's people that do YouTube shit that check them out. Just look up Morrison Hotel building.
Here we go.
So this picture was taken a few hours after the picture you're about to pull up. A couple of blocks away. Right.
That's the building, the red one?
Mm-hmm. I guess,
Okay.
yeah, later on.
Mm-hmm.
Or something
Rooms,
like that.
what does that say? $2.50?
I believe so.
Wow.
1970, early 70 or late 69 when they took the picture. The album came out in 70. Right? Right.
Cheers.
But the pic could have been taken beforehand. I don't know. Obviously, it was taken beforehand, but it could have been months, whatever.
Check that out.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That seems like what they've done there. No, that's right. Yeah, right. And there's a bunch of other pics, like from around the corner of the hotel. Or maybe it's the Hard Rock. I don't know. You can see there's a whole bunch of pics from that day. And Morrison obviously does not look well. He's been drinking heavily.
So this
I think what they've
Morrison.
done there is sort of superimposed the pic on a later. Yeah, that's not the day of, no. They kind of did something. That's not real. But it's cool, though. It's a cool little, spend some time making something fun.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever did it. But there was a bunch of pictures where right at that big entrance there with the guys around that. and the outside, because what happened was they asked if they could use it, and the manager of the place said no, and then so they were trying to grab some pictures outside, and then somebody noticed that the manager walked away. So I think it's Henry Diltz was the photographer. Said, "Oh, guys, hurry up, quick, run inside, get right in the window, get in the window." Yeah, there's some of the outside shots. There you go.
Is that them? You think that's them?
No, that's real.
That's them?
That's Ray and Ray and Jim. Yeah, I can't see. You gotta squeeze in some more.
Yeah, it's hard
I
to
know.
tell.
I get it. No, it's not so bad. I don't know where Robbie and John are.
Yeah,
But
I'm
anyway,
trying
that's
to
what they were
see.
kind of doing, and they tried to get it. And when the guy walked away, they ran in and just jumped in the window and fucking boom, and got the pic that's on the album. And the reason was, I think I said already, was that Ray and Dorothy, his wife, were just driving around, and they drove by it going, "What the fuck?" And didn't know it existed until they drove by it. Jim
Is
didn't know
that
it was
them?
there. Yep. That's probably down from that is it right there, but I don't know, something seems weird. Where the hell is that?
This
Because
black line. Oh, here we go. This is the.
okay,
It
now I
says
see. I get it now.
2022 and
I get it. Yeah, where
1969.
it's
Yeah,
shut
yeah,
up. Yeah, I get it.
yeah,
It was weird. Oh, see, Henry Diltz. I said I got that right.
yeah.
1246.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the fourth guy in the band?
The fourth guy. Which one did I not mention? There's Ray Manzarek, Robbie Krieger, John Densmore, Morrison. Who's? Ask him who he means.
I don't know. He left.
He said, "Who's
Let's
the
see.
fourth guy?" Everybody knows Jim Morrison. There's Ray Manzarek, keyboards. Robbie Krieger, guitar. John Densmore, drums. Or did he mean the Lords? That would be Steve Luttrell, drums. Dennis Smith, guitar.
I thought there were
Flash Allen, keyboards.
I thought there were only 3 people in the band.
In the Doors?
Yeah.
He
No,
thought
there's
what?
4. He thought there were only 3 people in the Doors?
No, it's 4.
4. He left.
Boy, he's been drinking. I thought I was buzzed at 2:52. Thought there was only 3 people in the Doors? Well, that's okay. It's not his study. That's okay. There's a whole bunch of shit he knows that I don't know. But yeah, man, that took me a minute to fucking actually realize what the hell that picture was. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? It's much trickier than the previous one, that one that's farther away, that has the superimposed that you showed before. That one's trickier.
Oh, I found a really
Whoa.
cool picture, but I can't. It's not loading. Oh. So it's basically that where they're sitting for that bar picture, but it's from the other side.
And from the inside. And from
Yeah.
behind them.
Oh, here we go.
Or is
Yep.
it at the bar? You mean the Hard Rock? You mean the Hard Rock or at the hotel? Because there's two different
At the
things.
Okay, let's see. You tell me.
Because there's
Hold on.
Morrison Hotel. There's Morrison Hotel, and then there's the one where then there's the Hard Rock Cafe. No, that's from the cafe. That's the.
But it's from the other side,
other
right?
side
From
of
the
where
same.
the other side
same
of where
bar?
we can tell that Jim didn't go in the pool.
Right.
That's,
I mean, they're
that's-
wearing the same jackets and everything.
It's the other side of this. The version of this that we're doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
The one where if you go back, the one that we refer to as Jim didn't get in the pool, right?
The other side of that.
It's the other side of that
Okay.
one. That's the Hard Rock Cafe. That's not the same place as the Morrison. See, that's
not
the
the
tricky
Morrison.
part of the picture. That's
Ah.
yeah, right there. So you can even tell from the number 300. See, that's the Hard Rock right there. And go back again
To the other one.
where you just were.
This one.
Yep. So that's the same place, but the tricky part is it says Morrison Hotel on it, which in reality that's not the Morrison Hotel. That's the Hard Rock Cafe. The Morrison Hotel is the one. Go back to the next one.
To the one that I just brought up.
Where they're literally on the inside of the glass. No, the cover of the actual Morrison Hotel album.
Oh, not this one, was
Yes,
it?
yeah, that one right there. To the right, yeah. Basically, just the thing to the right.
This one? Yeah. So Juan said he thought they didn't have a bass player.
No, they didn't. Well, they did, but Ray played bass. Ray played bass with his left hand live. They had a bass player on the albums. Different bass players on different songs and different albums. But live, just like Flash, live, Ray had two boards. One, the regular notes, and then he has a different one right above it with his left hand playing the bass, playing bass notes. But maybe someday Riley will be the bass player of the Lords. Who knows? And doing backing vocals. I don't know. It's one of the little dreams I have.
Yeah.
It's what you do as a father. You dream. You dream. And, and sometimes you dream and that kind of shit happens. I always wanted the fucking Millennium Falcon, and I just call it Kate. I mean, it's just so similar. You know what I'm saying? And that literally is my, I have that 110 is literally on the front. No, it's not. My fucking Jeep does not say Kate on it. It doesn't have, it should have the 110 on the side. That does kind of look neat. But the Kate thing, yeah, that's overdoing. I'm kind of joking like it's NASCAR shit. That's why I put the whip 110 on the Falcon as well. Or the Falcon at some points, Harrison Ford says. Just like my dad would purposely fucking mispronounce words, which is why I do it. Anyway, it's fucking funny to me. It's a joke. It's funny. And, Kate, it's more of the other Han Solo, which is Peter Quill. He had the Benatar and the Benatar and the Milano. Anyway, speaking of Milano, always makes me, when I think of Milano, I always think of, what the fuck is going on? Play that shit. Ready? Oh, shit. Oh, I didn't let it finish, so now I have to start it over. Damn it, that timed out fucked up. Damn it. Ready? Dun, 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 dun.
Did you know there was a graphic novel? Morrison Hotel?
No. See, this is why we do this shit. All right, you're going to have to send me that because we only got 2 minutes left.
I'll find it. But I have a picture of the cover.
Put it up.
It's there.
Oh, sorry. Put it up. Put it up. Pull it up. As Mark Norman would do when he's doing the Parks and Rec, him and Ari Shaffir and Shane Gillis on the Rogan. Pull it up, Jamie. No shit. That looks badass. Have I fucking seen that? Huh.
Oh.
I don't think I have. That feels new. It almost feels like Star Wars 1970s comic shit.
She wrote it in collaboration with the surviving members of the band.
I gotta check that out. Obviously. Otherwise, I'm a dill. Why wouldn't the vocalist of a Doors tribute band not fucking not check that shit out? Otherwise, he's a douche. And I try to, lessen my douche. All right, Susie, you got 20 seconds. Say goodbye.
Goodbye. That didn't take that long.
Dude, come on, man. Stretch it. Now you got about 14. Say goodbye. Where can everybody find you? What do you want to do? What are you doing? What are you saying? Hurry up, because
All right. I'm Susie with an S on Instagram.
Hurry up. That's it.
That's about it. Waning Interest Podcast.
You'll get better at you'll
Next
get better.
time.
You'll get
I'll have
better.
some more wine.
You'll get there. You go. You'll get better. Watch James Corbett report. Jimmy Dore, Russell Brand, Kim Iverson, Glenn. Just fucking open your eyes. And we're all Neo, aka One. Sorry, ran long. Got a bum comedian Richard Pryor. Thanks, Gary. Daddy loves you.
Messing with my peebles.
That's right. See you later, sweetheart.